Hey everybody, we're live. We have been talking in the background like we were live, and then we weren't. So here we are. Um, I'm David. This is High Shelf Gaming, and tonight we are playing Cyberpunk Red, which is like my favorite role-playing game now, and I just cannot wait to see what y'all get up to. Before we do that, though, a couple of announcements. High Shelf Gaming is still on the hunt for some virtual conventions, some online conventions. So if you know of any conventions, hit us up. If you run a convention, hit us up. We're on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. We are on the hunt for places to run games, play games, hang out with people online in 2020. So hook us up. And then also on High Shelf Gaming, we are finalizing our werewolf game. That'll be starting soon-ish. I still have one player to hunt down and get them sorted, or not, whatever happens there. And after that werewolf game, other announcement, on Wednesday nights we play Blades in the Dark, put on by Mike. Blades in the Dark, if you haven't played it before, is a game of skullduggery and villainy. Everybody's a bad guy because the world sucks.
Yeah.
There are no good guys, just varying degrees of bad. And I played that with Ethan and Katrina, and Casey. The four of us play that under Mike. And tonight for the Cyberpunk game, we have a nice full crew. To my side here, I've got Oz, played by Mike, and I've got Casey playing Vinton, the Nomad.
So
That's right. And then we've got Gavin playing Ta, the techie. And then because there's so many faces and still more stuff I want to show, down on the lower decks are Ethan playing Silas, the solo, and we got Katrina playing Vi, the medtech. So y'all have, like, if this were a D&D crew, y'all have like pretty much all the classes covered. In the world of Cyberpunk, the only thing you're really missing is, I don't even know, like maybe a rocker. I don't know.
Portal,
like
maybe?
yeah. Right? Like,
Yeah.
y'all got it. Like this is a full deck. Y'all can kind of do anything you want with this size of crew. Now, the Midnight Runners are tasked with finding Mr. Safeforth. I have a picture of Safeforth here for you all. I'll toss him into the thing and make him nice and big. This is Safeforth, gentleman that you're looking for. He's in purchasing at Sacramento. He works for SMUD. And he's pissed off. He's pissed off our friends, the Big Iron Gang. And they said, hey, if you can bring him in, that would go a long way to making it so our first plan of storm Sacramento with a battle train, maybe that goes on hold. If we can just get the guy responsible for screwing us over out of all of our money. So this is the gentleman you're on the hunt for.
See, the Big Iron Gang, that seems like propaganda to me. I think they're the Big Iron family.
They were the Big Iron family. They were.
I think they still are deep down.
Deep down, Gran wants to be the Big Iron family.
And they can be again.
They could be reformed. That's right.
Yeah. You just
Hey,
got that.
she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it and bring them back around. It's gonna be fine.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
just
Casey,
gotta
we're
take
getting
care of
some
the
of your background noise. Heads up, bro. Casey, we're getting some of your background noise. I don't know if you're like
don't know what's going.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh. He's gone. He's back. He's gone again. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if we can get Big Iron Gang brought back into the fold as Big Iron family. and
Back
and
into the light.
and Grand's gonna make it. We went and performed some life-saving surgery.
I apologize for that.
No, you're good, man. You're all good.
For the surgery or just your noise?
Oh. Oh, it's starting already.
Cancer attack. Both sides.
Why? I just.
You know, you shoot one grandma and they never let you live it down.
Yeah.
Just
Never
one.
let you
That's all
live
it
it
takes.
down.
Just one.
Ever.
Love you, Casey.
Yep.
Love you too.
This is where, you know, actions from many sessions ago come back around to bite the family. As the
Like-
Midnight Runners have 3 people who are allowed to walk into the Big Iron Gang place without being recognized. And that's it.
Would you say it came back around like a big right hook to someone's face?
I mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
So audience, between games, just so everybody knows, between games, we do a little bit of play-by-post to like advance us and get us into the next thing. And there was a bit of a scuffle between Dr. Violet and Vinton.
one side scuffle. Let me defend myself. I never threw hands.
Nope. Yep. Vincent took it square on the jaw like a champ.
Can't confirm. Can't confirm. Vince
Yeah.
never threw a hand. That is-
There were spectators that came out of Roy's that were like, "There's a fight going on. Let's get in on this." And then that didn't ever materialize. They were very
This
upset.
like 5'5" woman and this 6'8" tall guy laid him out.
That's right. And amongst all of that, we have a fantastic community member, Jagos, who has made for us the Nomad Nation, which is a 10 eddy newspaper. So you got to really like want it. And there's a handful of articles here all about the Big Iron Gang history and how they've been screwed out of some payments from SMUD, and that they are, you know, that there's some disappearances occurring around where they're suspected to be camped out, and all that good stuff. And some great stuff from reporter Gary Smith about SMUD News, which I just freaking adore and love. Let's see here. So there was supposedly a terrorist incident at SMUD headquarters involving some people. Oz's face is all over the billboards, and there's bounties out for his capture and return. Oz, you haven't been back home yet, but you can imagine the like avalanche of messages from people who thought you were dead.
Yeah. I
wanted to.
Get out now, but just leave. Pack your shit and move away.
Yep, exactly. And turns out Major Lazer was in town. Major Lazer came up to Sacramento to fight the Bill Big Guns Wildcat reporting, the local sports news anchor, which is fantastic naming. Major Lazer came up here to face the Sacramento Stars in some sort of champion round in Razorball. Was told that his car was at a local junker's yard and was like, "Hey, look, this thing is so wrecked. I'm just give it to the Sacramento. It got wrecked like they got wrecked. It's all good." Oh no, we lost Casey again. Yes, that's right, chat. 1080s for a newspaper because inflation is a monster. Absolutely.
I apologize. I am having issues
good.
for some.
You're all good, dog. You're all good. It's just a heist.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get this. All right, so
It's just potentially the finales.
this is all good.
Big
This is
deal
gonna be
or
great.
anything.
This is gonna be great. So yeah, you all have been tasked with finding this ugly mug, this fella, Sayforth here, and Sayforth is apparently in Sacramento. I'm just gonna mute the Nomad Nation here. Sayforth is apparently in Sacramento, and he's been at headquarters, right? Y'all have seen headquarters. Let's pull up headquarters again. Where did I stash the headquarters? There we go. So he's been at headquarters. You were in his office. You never met Sayforth, but you definitely shot your way out of his office and leapt out of a room, out of an office on his floor. So you've gotten really close to Sayforth. You've probably seen some of the quote-unquote degrees he had up on his wall. No family pictures, right? None of that, like, feel-good stuff like this person's a human. No, no. Sayforth was all business and had no, like, nothing cute on his desk or any of that kind of stuff. And I would say that y'all noticed that very briefly on your way out of the office under gunfire. So, yeah, how do we want to approach this? Getting into Sacramento and dealing with Mr. Sayforth.
Very careful.
I like that. I like careful. I think that'll be a good change of pace.
We gotta nail down like what we know, right?
Yeah.
And what we don't know and how to find that out, because we got dick all done over the week. We made a bunch of stuff, but as far as information on this dude, we got nothing. To be real honest, I've seen nothing as far as info.
I would say if we could talk to, if we're in good with any fixer at this point. I'm still going on the Scaven train. I think that we need info on Scaven in order to get back to this dude. So maybe get some gang info on them. If we can get Oz anywhere close to a node for Sacramento, like to get info, that might be useful, but I don't know how the hell we're going to do that.
Sure.
Well, I mean, we have talked about this idea of potentially using the trash cart, like we use them in, well, not use them, but we use the trash cart pathing when we did the prison break, and we know that those run all over the Undercity. And as I recall, not only did the crash carts go by, but we occasionally saw people like riding the little skateboard things and stuff through there at times. Did we not, David?
Nope.
No. Okay, so
but you know how to get into those tunnels for sure.
right.
Could Silas maybe carry like a signal booster to extend the range from which Oz could connect?
Yeah, you could
And then
get
if Oz is like under.
I think getting Oz access to like a library to like do a library search or something like that would be pretty doable off of like a little signal booster. But like actual hacking, he'd want to be sitting next to the thing, right? Because you need to be high speed. But for certainly to get him close so he can look in some data nodes and get some info, that would be doable.
Yeah, I think
if we get him access under the city, most internet stuff, I'm talking about today's standards, got fiber optic and junction box. If we could find him a junction box, could he get like full access from there then at that point?
It all depends on the network that junction box cares about. Because basically what they've done in the world of Cyberpunk Red is they've broken up all the networks. So like a building has its own network. And it doesn't really talk to anybody else except for over like a secure VPN tunnel. So it doesn't like this building can talk to all the buildings next to it. No, it can talk to itself, and then maybe it's partnered with another building in Night City, and that's it. It can't talk to anybody else, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it is a little different here.
I'm just trying to think of ways that Silas could be useful based on the fact that nobody gives a shit about Silas in this town.
Right, yeah, Silas has not been made yet.
I've not pissed off anybody here.
Yeah.
I missed all those missions where you guys were doing spectacular things inside the city.
He just happened to miss the missions where they went wrong.
It happened like the same way in the last chapter too, I think. Like where I just wasn't there for all of the crazy explosive stuff, and then I showed up for like the finale or whatever. It's just the way it goes.
I'm starting to see a pattern. Can I be absent on the times that Ethan's absent too?
Silas just minds his own business. That's what you guys got to realize. He just minds his own business. Except for right now, he's about to mind this fella's business.
He's about to mind this guy's business big time.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so we need to at least find a place where we can get into the trash system.
I can call up if need be.
Sure. Y'all case around the town, right? You patrol around looking for where the trash is let out. And basically each neighborhood has a separate dump effectively, where their automated cart system goes and dumps their trash. Important note: the automated cart systems are not linked, so each neighborhood has its own separate system. The SMUD headquarters is way over here in downtown. That trash outlet is right over here, right on the edge of town. I'll just zoom in for the audience. It's way over here. There's some neighborhood that used to exist in the time of the red. It's now a dump. The automated carts come over, they dump their stuff. That gets like grabbed by big sweeps that put them into bins that jostle them and sort them, and But at the end of the day, the dump is right here, just outside of town, and it's like it's like one of those trash heaps that like has people that like scour it, like they're kind of picking through the trash, finding tech, finding like valuables, finding whatever, and they all wear like gas masks and stuff like that because it's rank, and they've got big like poker sticks to like turn stuff over. And if something big comes through, like a couple of them will work on it to open it up or see whatever's inside. And it's like a whole gang of people who live on and from trash, specifically this trash mound.
Which could potentially work out, since Oz would probably want to wear a gas mask to cover up the face that's on every billboard. Awesome.
While we're doing the scouting, I would like to buy gas masks and some sort of hazmat-ish suit. Something that can just be protective.
Kind of like a bunny suit, like a Tyvek suit of some kind.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just that will just seal out other bad stuff, and gloves and boots and stuff like that, and I'll wear my armor over that. But
so like
I was not into dumpster diving.
Yeah, the Tyvek suits probably go over. Well, what armor are you wearing?
I have the light armor jacket.
Okay, so with a light armor jacket, yeah, that would probably stretch the Tyvek suit if the Tyvek suit was over it. So yeah, I guess wearing the light armor jacket over your Tyvek suit makes sense.
I don't know that.
Oh, lost Casey. Poor guy. He's having a hard day.
Tykev suit.
Tyvek, Tyvek.
Yeah, it's like the standard bunny suit. That's like it's made out of some sort of like a woven plastic, and it keeps like junk off of you. And there certainly would be some of them available during the time of the red. They were mass produced, and they're not too terribly difficult to repair and maintain. The challenge with the Tyvek suit is that they are incredibly hot. They do not breathe at all, but ain't nothing getting to you. So it's like April in California, so it's getting up there in temperature. But as long as you're kind of mindful of your temperatures and all that kind of stuff, like you'd be fine. You would not get a heat stroke right away, or a heat exhaustion right away. So yeah, I think
I'll make sure to pack water with the medical supplies. Then, but yeah, I will have that and gloves and boots.
Cool.
And I highly recommend it to anyone else because you don't have to listen to me.
Silas doesn't have to go
I'm
in
just
the
the
trash
doctor.
tunnel, so he's gonna chill.
What?
I don't think Silas has to go in the trash tunnels. I think he just can walk in the city.
Yeah, you have to get yourself you have to get yourself a fake ID of some kind, but like y'all have been able to produce those readily lately, so I'm not gonna really challenge on that one. You'll just have some kind of ID that lets you into one of these districts, and that'll be
skip the trash tunnel. Thanks. I may be a bounty hunter with no empathy, but I will not wade through trash in this moment if I don't have to.
Well, Oz is not exactly excited about it either. He's just more excited about it than he is about being shot.
Should have been wanted then. She wanted to walk around all nice and free. Just don't be wanted by police. It's easy.
So, what's the plan then? What are we doing? We still need to get info. Like, we know about this trash thing that we can probably take advantage of.
Step 1, get info. Step 2, do the thing. Step 3, profit.
Right.
Get him out. Well, step 1,
Yep.
grab him. Step 2, get him out. I guess that's step 3. Okay. So sounds like some of y'all are going to the trash pile and going to negotiate your way past this gang. I'm assuming you're going to negotiate your way. I don't know. Maybe I'll just.
God, I hope
Where
so.
will I be most needed?
Probably. Well, you can't go with Silas.
Yeah. Like,
You could probably be helpful in the trash thing if I'm somewhat not conscious trying to net hack something. We may need you to control the trash cart.
okay.
Why don't we just scrap all these plans, steal a helicopter, fly into the area.
Mm.
Silas has already bagged the guy.
Get shot down by the AA guns.
No.
Have
That's an
another
important
helicopter
intermediary
waiting.
step.
Just saying.
Don't they have anti-air guns
Yes.
or whatever around the
Mhm.
walls? Yeah.
They definitely have
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
Yep.
I tried to
Oh,
dodge them.
No.
sorry guys about Casey.
Poor Casey.
We'll get him going.
He's out on the frontier.
Yep. Casey's on the frontier today. Out on the open internet.
Road warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go full Mad
Casey.
Max.
I apologize, guys. It's storm rolling for some
Oh man, that
it's
sucks.
messing with my
Is
service.
it
I
hurricane
was
stuff?
No, I'm in Kansas right now.
Oh.
So it's more like probably tornado stuff, but we'll see. But I was able to move the truck to hook up to whatever Wi-Fi was close enough. So hopefully this will solve the problem.
All right. Cool. Good luck. Great faith.
I don't think that we can do the trash thing before we have info. We need info on this dude before we sneak into a city.
Yeah, maybe we can draw them out too. Like, if we go with the scav, and maybe we can maybe pressure them to be like, hey, do this.
We didn't
That's
know
what I was gonna say.
anything at all about this guy.
So
I think it's step 1.
He's in purchasing.
You know that he's in purchasing at SMUD.
purchasing.
You
Cool.
know
We
that
need
he is cozying up with Scavin, right? He has been systematically ruining the Big Iron Gang and has been entertaining signing Scavin up as new holders of the contract for protecting trains to and from Sacramento. And that's a big deal, right? To change vendors, especially like vendors that go out and get themselves killed for you. That's a huge deal. You know that he is kind of a crook and that Jim Davies knows who he is, right? He's like a muckety-muck within the purchasing department. Accounts payable, I guess, is the specific department he would be in under purchasing. But yeah, you have some like functory knowledge around this guy. You know what he looks like, but you don't know like where he goes or like if he's seeing anybody or any of that kind of stuff.
All the things we need to kidnap him are the things that we do not know. We got lots of. We could write a biographies like super easy.
Yeah.
Like actually find him.
Right.
Okay,
So
Let's
let's
write a
figure
book
that
about
out.
it.
How do we figure
Ask
that
him to
out?
the signing, and then nab him there.
there we go.
There we go.
It's a plan.
It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute to
Years,
get that done.
but
We
we
got
can
to
do it.
write the biography. We got to get syndication. We got to get on the Night City bestsellers list.
Yeah.
And then
So we pick up our game 6 months later.
Yeah.
6 months
At the
later.
reading.
Okay, I have a question. Can Oz make a small program that's just like on a USB drive somebody plugs in that anybody can take into the city, plug in, and it download all of his messages?
All of Oz's messages? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you need a program. I think you need to tell someone your like stuff to log in to get your messages.
Right.
Yeah,
And
if
then
Silas could get like a
and they would
little-
have to like store it onto a data chip and then bring it out to you.
And bring it back
Silas-
because if I've gotten a lot of messages from people that thought I was dead, we kind of never did contacts for Oz because he didn't have any. Everybody thought he was dead.
Right.
So there might be a chance that I could know somebody in the business that could do some of this research for us without me getting.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Does Silas get a rubber ducky that's got like download all my shit and do a quick Google search if I plug this in kind of deal?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
just
Like-
scripts out a Google search and library search.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
tell me
not
to
really
do
how
it.
it works, but screw it. You
That's a
guys
little bit how it works.
no because like what is the
little bit.
library? What is the library? Does the library how does it index? Like only the netrunners and all those guys like understand that shit.
Oz would know.
Okay, so it's gonna write a giant
Yeah.
program that'll account for all variables.
Basically, make a mini AI.
Easy peasy
Yep.
and lemon
Easy
squeezy.
peasy, done.
Also, Sparks, right? Like, don't forget y'all have hacker contacts in this city.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like you have options. But yeah, by all means, Silas, you could walk in and nab all of Oz's messages and find out who is up on Oz now that he's back.
What about we get messages, but why don't we have Silas go see Holbrook because he hasn't burned Holbrook, and so maybe because he's a fixer, fixers kind of know everything. He can get some knowledge more on either routes or paths or something like that while we go deal with some scav and stuff.
Well, in that same trajectory, I
Y'all
don't.
hand me your grocery list. I'll go into Sacramento since y'all have decided to.
I can talk to. I can talk to them too. I haven't met them, so
Yeah. Y'all just give me a bunch of stuff to do, and I'll go into the city and do it.
Well, there's a very good chance that Violet's also compromised and also.
well,
Um,
the fixer isn't in Sacramento.
Okay, but
Outside.
the other thing
Yeah,
is,
he's at Missouri Barbecue is where he comes.
but didn't
That's where he
Didn't
meets you
Holbrook
guys.
not
He
necessarily-
lives in Sacramento. He has met you guys outside of Sacramento, but he lives in Sacramento.
okay, and he wasn't necessarily pro SMUD, but he kind of worked alongside, right?
He's not. Yeah, he's
Well,
not pro SMUD, but he's not dumb enough to get himself killed. You know.
Right. So it may be a lot easier for him to turn us in
Yeah.
than it is. He
I mean,
may
if he
say,
wants
"Yeah,
to
I'll
get-
set up a
If
meet
he
with
wants
you
to
and I'll
get
be
shot,
there time." And then Spud pulls up, and he just happens to collect that bounty.
Okay, so Silas goes into Sacramento. He gets Oz's messages, does a recon if he can.
Silas will
And-
talk to anybody. He don't care.
Then
Okay.
the
Send me the
rest
number.
of us can go check on Scavin and try and get some information there. Are those two acceptable paths to go down?
I'm also
I
going to
would go
need
by
to
myself
add
places.
like 6 double doubles on top of the mail. Can you just add that to that, and
The
also
third-
like 3 bags of fries?
3
eh.
vanilla chai lattes.
if we
Yeah.
could have
But
Sparks,
from the good like Indian place that sells chai lattes, not like the SMUD bucks,
Indeed.
which is the name of the currency and the coffee shop.
Smug Bucks is the coffee shop, and they only accept Smug Bucks.
Oh,
You're damn
the
right.
last thing, Dave,
That's
if
what
we,
happens when we don't have a plan. We get silly.
if we could have Sparks run an information search and grab on this guy.
Sure. I like it. All right.
Let's do it. Execute. Hit
Okay.
run on the program.
It happens. What give me
Wait.
order of priority. What is the first thing that happens?
I would like to not be alone in Sacramento for too long. So I would like to go first.
Okay.
To go in and get my stuff and then leave.
All right. You go into Sacramento.
We gotta know if I'm dead first.
They
before the rest
they
of this
they
plan.
they look at your ID. They look at you. They look at your ID. They kind of scan what you got on. All right. You're okay. They let you in, and You're in to get Oz's messages. All you really need to be in is the comments, because that's as deep as you gotta go. So you get into the comments, and there's, I don't know, Oz had like some sort of billboard thing where all of his junk was. I like to think that that's where you send him. It's like at the base of this like billboard that was holding up a bunch of stuff, and you unscrew a thing and remove electrical panels, all this junk in there, and then like there's a deck that's just sitting there whirring away, doing automated stuff, and that's the deck you gotta plug into.
Yeah, that's about as much as I know about net running shit. So I just plug it into the thing.
Okay.
I drew a
If these
picture.
two ends look like they match, I'll just.
All right. You wait. He told you to wait like 5 minutes to like download everything, I guess, and then that's done, and you pull it out, and we hope that it got everything, and because you're not going to pull up a screen and watch progress.
No.
Trode in as a solo. So yeah, you get your little data stick, and hopefully all the messages are on there. What else you want to do while you're in here, Silas?
Let's see if I'm just in city center. Are there like contacts we have in this section of town that I could just go run by and talk to?
I would imagine that Hallbrook is available in the Commons. You could go and get
All
to
right.
go and get to him if you wanted to.
Silas would have no qualms about doing that.
Best of.
So he's like, yeah, he's a fixer. We know him.
Let me pull up Hallbrook.
With his nice legs and his miniskirt.
Yep. So you go to meet with Hallbrook. It takes a little bit of effort. Dexy has to arrange the meet for you. But you meet Hallbrook over off of Highway 50 here. And Hallbrook is in an XFit gym, like a CrossFit with all the cool cyber tech. And he's sitting there kind of talking to some people, and he's wearing his like micro skirt and a cute top. And he's got his clipboard out, and he's telling people like do this, do that. He's got some techie off in the corner like tweaking some stuff. And he sees you come in and kind of like nods his nose towards the office, the little back office in his gym area. And after a few minutes, he comes walking up. And Hallbrook has, like, he's built. The guy has just body for days. Big, strong legs. All of those are on display as he comes in and sits behind the desk and says, Silas, I hear you're in a bit of a rush today.
A little bit. Got a job to do.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Looking for a fella in what's it, purchasing, finance, something like that. SMUD.
Okay. You got a name or a picture?
Say forth. And then if we got a, I don't know, we see a picture of him. Do we have that photo available?
Yeah, you have that.
Yeah. Show him.
Okay. So yeah, you show him. Pow! Man, Safeworth is huge now. Let's bring that down. All right. So you tell Hallbrook over here on the left hand side about Safeworth. Give him a picture. So, all right, one second. And he pulls open his agent and starts plucking around in it. All right. So you tell me what you need, and I'll tell you how much it costs.
I'd like to know where he goes, what he does, who he knows, if he leaves the city ever.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
All right, I can tell you about where he goes. That'd probably cost you about 300 eddies. That's just where he is about town. But I got a little dirt on him. That's a separate. Deal is, your boy Vinton kind of put my netrunner Sparks up in some safe house somewhere. I can't get a hold of him. You can get Sparks back into Sacramento, back working again. I got work that she needs to be doing. If you can get her back into Sacramento and back on the clock, I can give you what I got on Safeworth here.
I don't think Silas knows anything about that situation.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's totally fair for Silas to be like,
Silas would say, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know shit about that. Give me option B for payment, and I'll promise you one of the two.
no, I need her back. So, if you want the dirt, that's the cost.
I don't know anything about it. I can't make you promise on that front.
Okay. Well, if you need to go call your crew or whatever, I'm here until 6.
All right. I'll go do that then.
Okay. You get up and leave. He goes back to working with his XFit crew, and
Love those guys.
yeah, they're like lifting engine blocks, you know, like engine block, dropping it, another guy's catching it, you know, tossing it, and as Chico, like real slight frame, catches the whole thing, compresses her body as she like lunges it across the room to somebody else, and he's like, oh shit, okay, he's gotta grab it, and they're just, you know, tossing around a mid block, just for, like you do.
Like a medicine ball. They're treating an engine block like a medicine ball.
Is that right? Exactly.
How much do I have to? Is that like DLC I have to purchase to play as an XFit member? that just sounds fun.
You gotta send High Shelf Gaming $2 a month, and I'll give you all the XFit you can.
$2 a month for XFit. All right. Gotta pay for my subscription.
That's right. So, yeah, you take off. Get as far away as you like to call your.
Call him.
Yeah.
Call him. Who would I know who would know about that? Because I'm sure I've heard the name around camp. I just don't know who the hell it is.
Well, he said Vincent. He said Vincent.
He said Vincent?
Yeah,
Okay.
Vincent has been messing it up and took Sparks out basically off payroll. Oh no!
I'll call.
Just as we need.
I'll
to.
call
Okay.
Vincent.
All right.
The connection is just real spotty.
Yeah, you call Vincent, but we'll see how the connection goes.
No, I'm here.
All right,
I'm here. Let's go. Let's do before lightning strikes again.
Yeah. So I was just be like, hey man, I'm trying to make a deal on some information on our friend for the evening, and says something about the fellow wants Sparks back to work. What you know about that?
Oh shit. Yeah, all right. He's got good for the info. If I do this,
Apparently.
said that right.
As good as any fixer is, I guess.
I'll call. I'll handle it. I'll get it taken care of. She should tell him that she should be back in the city. Actually, tell him, 1, go fuck himself. 2,
I'll wait till after we got the
Sparks
info before I deliver that part of the message. It's all the same.
and two, I'll have Sparks at his address.
You broke up, but it sounds
back to her place.
You broke up, but it sounds
I'm
like
gonna have somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna have somebody send us straight to the.
Okay.
All right. Is it? And what was the time frame on that? Just in case he gets a little picky about that.
You could do it today. I mean, it'd be a pretty quick thing.
All right, that works for me. Again, Silas doesn't know who this person is. He's got no stake in it.
Yep. All right, so you go back. Okay. Deliver the info that Hallbrook's Netrunner is going to be back on the clock, able to take jobs and all that kind of stuff again. And Hallbrook's like, all right, that's good. That's what I wanted to hear. You all right there, Silas?
Sure.
So, that gets you the dirt on our friend here, Mr. Sayforth, and you also need location information for an extra 300. You good for that?
Yep.
Okay. So do you go ahead and pay him here now, and then he'll hand you everything?
Yeah, I'll get reimbursed if I live long enough to care.
All right, cool. You pay the man in Eddie's, not in SMUD bucks, because fuck.
He said he wanted money, didn't he?
Yeah. not toilet paper, right?
Yeah.
So you get you pay him over, and oh no, man, Casey's just having a tough night. All right, well, sorry everybody about the layout
It's
stuff.
Kansas.
It will get better, but it can only get as good as Kansas can give. So we'll see. Okay, all right. So what Hallbrook gives to you is that Sayforth has kind of a routine. He goes into the office, stays until about 3, goes to the gym, goes to some coffee shop, goes to some club, like especially around near the weekends, and then goes home, right? And you have all those locations. So that's what the 300 gives you, is his like evening path. Morning path seems pretty dull. From home, go to work, kind of thing. He probably eats in the cafeteria, is rarely out of headquarters during the day until he leaves at 3:30ish. The dirt that he has on Sayforth that is worth all this rigmarole around Sparks. Sayforth is Scaven. He is originally a Scaven member and came into Sacramento and has been climbing the ranks within purchasing to tip the scales. That's who this guy is.
It's pretty good. Where's this gym? Because that sounds pretty good.
Sure. Yeah.
Sounds
let's
like a
say
good spot.
let's say the gym is in the Garden District.
It's a little less good, but it makes sense.
He's not going to slum it in the Commons. What do you?
Right.
Well, actually, no. I guess it's probably more good for it to be in downtown. So he's probably in downtown is where the gym would be. He maybe never leaves downtown now that he's in here. He probably never leaves the Ivory Tower.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right, that works for me.
Yeah. The way they came about that information is, Sayforth is relatively new in town. Some of his background info doesn't really check out. And when you do enough digging, you find out that he used to be a railman. And he used to be hooked up with some little tiny outfit called Scaven. They used to get their shit kicked in by Big Iron Gang.
That makes sense. Yeah, Sas would call in after he leaves. Oh, well, before he leaves, he'd say, "Oh, by the way, Benton says, go fuck yourself."
He
That
would,
was
wouldn't
part
he?
of the transaction.
That's all right. Tell him he can come by anytime.
All right, I'll let him know. Sounds like a pretty good offer. And then Sas will head out and call in and say he's got a few locations he thinks might be good, but they're all in downtown, so that might be a bit of an obstacle, but not an unprecedented one.
We'll get Hallbrook out of here.
I have a question then, Dax.
Yep.
So, what is Sayforth's, like, if he's not, like, how, there's a different way I want to ask this. How bad are gangs in SMUD? Like, can someone have I turned my life around?
No.
Or
No.
Okay.
No. This guy has all false ID. Completely fabricated existence in order to be a citizen of Sacramento of the right caliber to be brought up into SMUD.
Okay, then since we get that info back from Silas, and was that all given word of mouth, or can he give us proof?
That was all delivered as word of mouth.
Can I pay Hallbrook to give me evidence?
Evidence. Sure. You can pay Hallbrook for evidence. Let's see here. So, evidence. Give me a... I guess since y'all are doing a deal, he would do street deal. I guess you would do persuasion.
Okay. Can I just steal Dexy's stuff?
Make Dexy do it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Dexy,
Dexy,
do it.
don't even try. Don't even try.
Oh, never fucking mind.
Oh, very nice. 33 with an added 7. 40 on the roll.
40. What
God
the fuck?
dang. That is a persuasive
here.
message.
Wow.
Fuck
What
the
were
game.
you doing in that phone call?
It's probably like an email or something, right? I mean, like.
Very nicely. I talked a lot about how his legs are awesome.
Yeah.
Even though I've never met him.
Right.
They're legendary.
They are
His-
legendary. The reputation of the legs.
You can get anything from an XFit fella if you just compliment their cybernetics. Like,
That's
It's
right.
really easy.
That's right. So he also rolled really well. He did not get a 40 on his roll. So the challenge that Holbrook has is that some of the evidence, if it gets out, the way that evidence was obtained would be known, and it would burn somebody. So what he can do for, call it 400 eddies, is give you like the analysis of his ID and stuff like that that shows it being fraudulent.
That's right.
But he can't give you the stuff that links him directly to Scavin because that is gonna burn someone else that Holbrook can't risk burning.
That's fine. That's actually probably more efficient for my need anyway. Because then Davies can have his own people check it out. Yeah, so I'll pay that. Then on my side of things, I want, like we had talked about this, like having an incredibly secure dead drop to try and get a hold of Jim Davies.
Yep.
So that is a thing that I will be trying to do so I can get this out to him.
Yeah, you already had that kind of arranged, so you know where to leave that info, and you can do so.
That's what I would like to do. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was a successful Silas trip. Anything else?
Stop and get some coffee on the way in.
You don't get the double doubles and
Good
the
market rum.
Don't forget my food.
No, one black coffee.
What?
and it's cold by the time it gets back to Oz.
No.
It's empty by the time he gets back to Oz. He just kind of flicks it at his feet.
No. Oh.
But in that coffee cup is that data term that you need that has all your messages in it.
Oh.
So you fish it out and clean it off, plug it in. Still reeks of coffee. Oz, what was your girlfriend's name back in the day? Because that person is blowing you up right now. You've got like 50. You're alive? Oh my God. I can't believe you're alive. To, you motherfucker, you need to answer me. To, I'm going to kill you if you don't get back to me.
Let's go with Samantha.
Okay.
Or are you looking for more of a handle?
No, yeah, whatever name.
I think she just, yeah, we'll go Samantha.
Okay, so Samantha is right pissed off that one, that you have not reached out yet, and two, also very worried about you, but mostly mad that you haven't reached out yet. And then like a lot of old contacts are like, hey, is this legit? Is this email still good? Hit me up. Get back to me.
Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna take everything under that Samantha subheader and we're just gonna put that over in a little box. We'll get to that. We'll deal with that later. That is drama that Odds does not need right now.
Okay.
So we're just gonna put that in a little box. And was there
in that list of people, there are like quality people that you could contact. There's
Right.
also a lot of like folks that's like, wow, that guy's still alive. I really am shocked that that human is still alive because you'd have pegged him for a goner long ago, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that information, and I'm just not sure at this point in the mission there's a thing Oz needs somebody to run and do if we got this information on Holbrook, but that might come up in a minute. So
Yep.
we'll move to the next step because
All right. So next step for the crew after all this, I think, is the garbage pile.
Garbage, garbage, garbage.
Thank you,
So
Gavin.
we should be able to get into the city center in order to get a hold of this dude, right?
Right, yeah, the garbage pile you're aware of that y'all had scouted out earlier is on the kind of northwest side of downtown. It's picked over by some garbage scows, a gang. But that does have access to the automated garbage handling system that's underneath downtown.
in the stuff that we got about this dude, did we get his address for Safeworth? Is this the right neighborhood?
Yeah, he never leaves downtown. So he's
But
Okay.
do we have
always,
his home address?
yeah, you know his apartment address. It's not like a house; it's like an apartment up on some high rise. And you know like where his gym is. You know his like coffee house and a club that he goes to regularly.
I think the gym's one of our best bets. We can literally catch him with his pants down. And just kind of grab him and go.
You could also do that at the club, depending on what kind of club it is.
I mean, fair.
So are we thinking we get in
Jimmy's
through the
tired, though. He's tired. He's changing in his clothes right after work.
I
Are
don't
we
know.
thinking we
I don't know if
get
y'all
in?
notice, but chat is totally giving Samantha a handle, Skullmantha, and her colors are pink and black. Just so you know, Oz,
Wow.
you have a whole. We're gonna have backstory by the end of
has
this.
a lot of implications that I don't know if I'm comfortable with.
Okay, fair enough.
But we love it.
Keep it up. Keep it going, chat. Keep it going.
I mean,
Keep it going.
Panther. I mean, she's a bit of a wildcat.
Skullman the Panther. That paints a picture, does it not? I don't know if it's a fun picture, but it paints a picture.
Why is it?
So are we sneaking in through the trash chutes, grabbing him and like stealing a car, or are we taking him back out the way we came in?
Is there enough room to keep the armor truck and get the armor truck in there?
In through the
And
trash
where?
chutes, no.
Yeah.
The
okay,
the
but can you
trash
keep it
chutes
kind of-
are think of it like old mine carts, but they have like a dumping system, like an automated dumping system. So the cart comes up to this bay and dumps itself, just turns and the whole thing tilts to get all the stuff out, and then it rockets back onto its track and then moves along. And the bay is big enough for a person, but not big enough for a car.
So,
Okay.
so my thought here is the plan then? Silas goes into the gym, hypno sprays this dude, shuts him down a trash chute. Me and Tar are underneath and pick him up and get him out. Does this sound like a
Yes,
viable
that is now the plan.
That
This-
seems like
That
a
is-
pretty good plan, honestly. Like for the 5 minutes that we've known all this information to throw it together, it seems pretty good.
Can somebody do me a quick favor and just check and make sure that like anything dumped from the gym doesn't go through like a grinding recycler machine thing?
I mean, they did
incinerator.
say they want that alive was preferred, but I could go in there and check.
I mean, if we could just do just a quick check, maybe we could do a library check or something. I don't know. Maybe I could go, underneath there. We could find something. Just he's gonna dump the body down there. We're just gonna get bloop. We're gonna get a glob, and that's
Can I
gonna.
roll a deduce to see if this is the kind of place that would have an incinerator or meat grinder underneath a gym?
Yeah, give me a deduce.
Yes.
I love that the Deuce gets love on this.
I'm gonna use as much deduce as I can.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, 14. Okay. So, odds are that this gym you're looking at, like the map location, all that kind of stuff, it's a part of a larger building. It's like one of those like ground floor gyms as part of like a high rise with offices and condos and shit. So the building itself has several trash options, right? Recycling certainly gets thrown through some sort of like grinder chipper thing to like be sorted. It's like on the fly sorting that the building itself does. Whereas like towels and stuff get sent down into the building laundromat, and then like other trash just goes straight down the slop chute into the bin. So like you have to get him into the right trash chute, but once he's in the correct one, he'll go straight down with all the other muck into one of these
Caveat to
carts.
this plan: Silas is going down the same chute, right? So he's
Okay.
gonna make sure it's right, because
Yeah.
Silas being up top with all the action happening down below is not a good.
Right.
That's a lot of firepower you guys are missing at that point. So he's gonna go down like right behind the guy. Like,
Secondary caveat: we're gonna have to steal like a couple of mattresses or some pillows to put in the trash chute, because I don't know how much of a drop this is. It's like a 3-story drop. This guy hits a thing, it's a problem.
look, if the dude's legs are broken, I don't really care.
But if he goes head first because of the way you throw him.
Well, then I'll just be sure to put him down feet first. So
Okay.
we'll
Just
break the
crush
legs,
his
break the
spine and
ankles.
legs.
All right.
That way ain't going
All right.
He doesn't need to walk. He just needs to be alive.
You guys,
We need
all right,
vitals.
Remember,
all Big Iron asks.
you're
We're
gaining
vitals.
access. You're gaining access at a trash pile. There is probably a mattress there.
Right.
Good point.
There we go.
I'll take
You
the
just
ones out of
just
the
got to
truck.
get it out
I
of
can figure
the.
something out.
You just got to get it out of the hands of that gang of like trash
Yeah.
gals.
No.
Tar will fix
No.
something up. I'm not worried about that.
No. We got this. I got this, guys. We'll just pull the damn mattress out of my truck and the back of the armored truck when we go, and it's a queen size. You know, I like to ride plush. It's comfortable.
Now we realize that Vinton is a bit diva. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm sticking the truck.
Yep.
Fly is gonna stay in the armored truck. I love it.
That's fine.
No, that makes sense. So the truck itself doesn't get boosted because like you're gonna park it kind of near these gangers, and they don't really have like a strong sense of property ownership. Like, oh, that's theirs. We should leave that alone.
Well, unless it goes loud, I was planning on like staying out as like a guard as well, because this doesn't sound like it's gonna need like all of us going down there. So I was just gonna be the big.
So Vinton and Vi stay at the truck. Ta and Oz go through the trash system to get below the fitness center, and Silas is up there to like grab the guy and chuck him down the correct chute so he doesn't die. And
I'm having a sense of deja vu, where we broke into 3 groups and attacked a location.
Yep. Yeah. And one person went alone, and that was Silas.
The difference is Silas didn't get in a needless, pointless gun battle and got his arm blown off.
Good point. And he's stronger and better than ever.
Yeah. Hey man, we still got time. Is everybody looking for a fight?
No.
Let's do it. Hand to hand.
Let's do this.
Take off a glove.
All right. I would love to get you guys past the garbage scowls, like that crew, and then we go to break, because I do have to take a break here before too long. And unfortunately, folks, that has to be a little bit of a longer break, about a 15-minute break. But let's do the trash scene.
Yes. Let's do the trash.
So who all rolls up to the trash pile? I kind of have it in my head that Silas, you're back in town now. Like you're not anywhere near this.
Yeah, and I need somebody with the light armor jacket, like ready to hand that off to me as soon as I'm no longer in town. Because that's my plan for.
So right now, while you're walking around town, are you in leathers?
Just in clothes.
Okay.
Because leathers don't do me any good, as we've come to come to find out in this new world of new rules, wearing armor does me zero good.
Because you're so tough. You're so
Yeah.
tough on the inside. You don't need
Like
armor
light
on the
armor
outside.
jacket is the minimum to do me any good.
Right.
You know, so I'm just rocking. I'm just wearing clothes. I look like a civilian.
All right.
with
So
a
Silas, I'm gonna put
gun on my
you
hip.
here in town, make you small, along with Sayforth. Can I say that you're like kind of shadowing Sayforth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. How did I get into the like downtown city center area?
That would have had to be the fake ID that you're using.
Okay.
Would
I
have
just
had-
didn't know if we could get like that good of a fake ID because that seemed like a pretty secure spot.
Yeah,
Make pretty good fakes.
yeah. Ta has been making such good fakes that I have stopped asking
Okay.
for the role because they're like ridiculous. And so you're in.
Cool. I'm
Um,
down. I mean, I'm
When
cool.
you're so good, it doesn't even.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna get him on the IDs, and it's like 25, 24.
I think
It's like,
for
whatever.
this part of town, Silas has got a bolo tie.
All right, I love it. Got the bolo.
He's in the formal cowboy wear
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't want to stick out.
Yeah, because a bolo tie definitely doesn't stick out in
Got the
New
snaps on
Sacramento.
his shirt.
Yes.
Definitely not in a gym either. So
Hold on. Give me your wardrobe and style.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see how
let's see
bad
where you're
it can
at.
be. Normally, I've done pretty
remember-
good on these.
Yeah,
but
you have
it
been
can
doing
be
really
you
well.
did
bad.
you did 19 last time.
17.
Solid,
Okay, so it's consistent.
solid. Yeah, you
I'm
are.
consistent.
You're not setting any like fashion trends here in downtown Sacramento, but nobody's
trying to
looking at
blend
you.
in anyway.
Yeah, nobody's looking at you like you're wrong, right? You may even get a couple like little gazes here, and they're like, "Hey, who's that kid? Ain't
Used
nothing
to.
wrong over there."
Ain't nothing wrong over here. Everything's good over here.
That's right. All right, cool. So
Just don't dig too deep.
Meanwhile, the crew gaining entrance to the underbelly of the city. How do y'all roll up? What's the situation?
As quietly as possible, like to the point where as soon as we get close, I'll cut the engine, coast in.
Yeah, you bring that big armored truck with the mattress in the back up to kind of near this garbage collection area, and are you gonna hide the truck here, or are you gonna park it in like line of sight of the trash chute?
This is the same stuff that has cameras on it, right? Like we established that sometimes they have cameras. And
Yeah,
stuff.
sometimes the mine carts themselves, or the trash carts themselves, have cameras on them to inspect the tunnels in an automated way and alert if there's any kind of like problems. So the carts themselves have cameras. You have already scouted this area once before. You know that there are like garbage scows, like dudes in gas masks that just like roam the pile, and nothing ever
Right.
happens to them. So it's not like there might even be cameras here, but it's not like anybody cares about a bunch of people wandering around on the trash. So,
Gotcha.
you don't have to worry too much about the security from like SMUD cameras. You are technically in the wasteland, so you're outside the walls.
Okay.
You're in wasteland where no man should be, kind of thing. And so SMUD is like probably making sure that nobody gets in through the chute, but otherwise doesn't really care about what happens outside their walls.
And I would actually let me rephrase to make sure that we're ready to get out as soon as possible.
Okay. So yeah, I guess really what I really wanted to know is your truck hidden from the folks on the trash pile that are picking over the trash, or is it like set up ready as a getaway car? Is it like close to, with the engine pointed out, like ready to roll as fast as possible? And
I don't think we're hiding from them. I think that
Yeah, no, I think I can either intimidate them or bribe them or something to look the other way. So yeah, no, I'm gonna have it set up as a ready to go, bug out as possible.
Yeah, so you back it up, and like a couple of them kind of stop what they're doing and look at you, and then they get back to like raking the stuff and ripping stuff open and gathering tech, gathering things that they find.
Okay.
All right. So you're all four of you are here, right? Oz and Vi and Gavin, or sorry, Ta, Casey,
Definitely in a gas mask though, with a hoodie.
hoodie, gas mask.
Same.
Okay. You've got your Tyvek suit on and everything like that underneath
Yes,
your
I
armor.
do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Gloves.
Is Vi even getting out of the truck? She's just
Not
like,
if she doesn't have to.
Sweet. So yeah, who gets out of the truck?
I do.
I do.
Okay. Vi, you sticking close to the truck?
I'm in the truck, yeah.
In the truck. Okay.
I just tell people to keep their comms open, and when we start to lose signal, we need to at least know like where. But yeah, I'm staying in.
Okay. So the three of you go walking up. Eventually, one of the garbage scows like stops what he's doing or what she's doing and starts walking towards y'all. How do y'all want to do this? Like, how do you approach this person?
Oz's got a pretty good streetwise. He's got a 4. They're another gang.
Yeah, and you speak the local dialect. You speak the local street language for Sacramento.
Yeah. So I mean, he probably try to be real casual about it and want to talk to whoever was in charge around here or running things today.
Sure. Yeah. I guess give me your streetwise as you like kind of sort out like two gangs meeting each other. Okay, well that's solid. And so you meet Tabitha. Tabitha is up higher than you guys are. She's like coming down off of the garbage pile, and you're walking up to it. So she's probably, I don't know, 9 feet above you, right? Further up on this block when she kind of stops and takes off her mask as y'all start to talk a little bit. And you've gotten so far as to know that her name is Tabitha, and she knows that your name is whatever name you've given her. So what is it that, and I'm sorry to be kind of rushing through this, but what is it that Oz wants to accomplish here?
Oz wants to basically, Oz is going to say, we're going to pick up a package. It's going to be dropped in the trash. I imagine they know a way to get on the trash buggies and in without SMUD noticing. Try to convince them to give us that, a small nominal fee.
She says, I'll tell you how to get in without getting caught for 25% of whatever you're getting out of there.
It's not a cash. We're not getting paid for the item. It's a favor for somebody, so it's a favor. I can't give you a cash number,
Is it parts?
and I don't want to lie to you and tell you the wrong thing.
Sure. Is it parts? We'll take parts.
No, it's a person.
Sure.
We're smuggling somebody out.
Sure. We'll take parts. That's fine.
Do they have guns?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Don't-
they
I
live in
I
the
will
wasteland.
subcom like
They
Yeah.
they live in the
I was
wasteland. No way they don't have guns.
Oz.
I'm gonna just speak up and say and take out the little scrap that I have left.
Oh
So,
yeah.
it's about a half a pound of scrap
Yeah.
of electronic scrap, and I go, "Will this be enough?"
Oh. I guess that's enough for peace. We won't bother you, but I'm not going to show you any of our secrets for that.
Ask them if they want medicine.
What about some medicine?
What kind of medicine you talking there? What name did you give them?
One of my aliases that was not on the wanting poster.
Okay.
So so there's a few of these. Skippy the Wonder Puppy.
Skippy the Wonder Puppy. Okay, cool. She goes,
Skippy.
how about what kind of medicine you got there, Skippy?
All right.
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics. You guys probably come up with a lot of problems rummaging through this trash. Antibiotics probably decent.
Hey, you don't need to act like you know us, but sure, we could use some antibiotics, okay? But you don't,
Alright.
you don't got to act like
Tetanus
that.
shots.
Tetanus shots.
A
Yeah.
lot of tetanus shots.
We're up on our tetanus, okay?
It's the one thing we make sure everyone has.
Yeah, this is like part of the job. Guns and tetanus shots.
Quiet, man.
OSHA compliant garbage scowls. She says, "All right, how much antibiotics you got?"
2.
2. Good stuff. Our doc is good.
Top of the line. Brought me back from death.
Give me a persuade or something to help close out this deal.
Do.
Hey, look at that. Critical success with a 2. 20 for total. Awesome. She also rolled really well, but you got the crit. That's great. She says, all right, tell you what. For 2 doses of antibiotics, I'll get you in, but I'm not going to show you how I did it.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. That information gets out. I don't know. Suddenly, you want my job, and I don't want you having that. So, come on up. I'll show you in.
All right.
I'll go back to the truck and grab it from Vi.
I marked it off. I'll hand it out.
Okay.
So you guys hand over some electronic scrap and some.
Grunting, like giving it over. Oh.
Ta's grumbling.
I'll buy you more when we get back to.
Ta, this garbage mound, like you see what they're gathering together, is like full of good scrap. Like somebody got rid of a hand, like a cybernetic hand, and it's just sitting there. And there's some guy like tweaking on it, you know, undoing the little micro screws on it to like get into the goods on the inside, all the control ICs and all that stuff.
David, we need Oz, or we need Ta on this mission. We don't need to distract him.
Just saying, there's some good stuff piled up over into the corner there.
Focus, Oz. Focus, Ta.
Oz is focused.
I'll make a mental note.
Yeah. So you walk up to where the chute is, and it's a violent affair, right? Like the doors open real fast, and then like this wall of refuse just comes out at high speed. Basically, like the whole thing just got jostled right at the right moment. You hear a thud, all this stuff comes out, and then everything slams real fast, right as soon as it can. So it's like this. And the whole thing happens real quick. And Tabitha takes you up. Who all's going into the tunnel?
I'll head back to
I am.
Oz and Ta, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Vinton, you're not going? I'm just making sure.
He was not planning on going with them. He was staying.
Cool. Perfect. Silas had asked for a jacket, an armor jacket. Who is taking that?
I'm carrying it.
Okay, perfect. And the two of you are carrying the mattress, the queen size mattress. You hoofed it up this mountain of garbage.
I'm probably carrying most of it. He's probably like holding the corner. It's like over my shoulder, and I'm holding the other thing on my shoulder.
Yeah, Tabitha's like kind of watching y'all. What's with the mattress? I wasn't gonna ask too many questions, but I gotta ask. What's with the mattress?
The person that we're picking up, we want them in one piece.
Oh. Okay, I won't ask any more questions. I'm already sorry that I asked. Okay, so here's how it works. And she basically goes to a panel and slides some stuff out of the way and like blocks you seeing what she does with her body.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, all right, the next run, there's going to be enough a gap where you can get your equipment through. And then 2 runs later, there's going to be enough a gap for the 2 of you to jump through.
Okay.
And sure enough, like The whole system comes open, and then all the refuse comes out. The cart slides back into position, and there's just enough time where the cart is out of the way. Y'all can like hurl a bunch of junk through the doors.
Okay.
You do that. Stuff shuts. And then she's like, all right, you two ready? Athletics rolls for both of you.
Oh no.
As you jump through this like automated man killer door.
My best, but not my worst.
I'm going to use 2 luck on this. It's not going to show up, but we're going to go a +2. Oz doesn't want to.
Yeah, nobody wants to get caught by this thing.
Ooh.
So that's 5.
Plus your 2. Nope, that's a +2. Oh god. Can I help him?
Sure.
Can I do anything?
Sure. Yeah, Oz, you jump through, or sorry, not Jaws. Ta, you jump through. You got a hand on this cart that's like, you're kind of like between the two carts, and you know you got to move through them or whatever. And you see Oz trip and fall with his body like in the center of the door.
Can I? All right. Can I kick him out? And like just like a very quick kick, so he falls backward.
Sure,
And
that
doesn't get
actually
crushed by
works
it?
way better for me than the idea of you pulling him in. So yeah, you get a foot on him on his shoulder. I don't even think you need to roll really for this because Oz isn't gonna fight you on this.
No.
What is Ta's body?
7.
7. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, cool. So yeah, Oz, you are running up. Something about the muck that's on your boot slips. Your feet go out from underneath you. You hit your like face and cheek right on that concrete. Your like eye is looking down into the like door mechanism, right? And like you feel this boot on your shoulder just kiss like slide you out of the door, and then as the whole thing shuts. And Ta, you have to like press yourself up against this wall as the automated cart goes out of there. And Tabitha's like laughing her ass off at you on the outside. She's like, "Oh my fucking god, you almost died!" Like,
yeah, that was...
we almost saw you go pop like a melon. I cannot fucking believe this.
Ooh. Oz is just gonna lay there for a minute.
Yep.
Just...
Oh my god. Okay. She says, "All right, boy, you ready to do this again, or you calling it quits here?"
No, give me just 1 second. Or
You just hear like a huge banging fist on like the other side of the door.
Your friend sounds fine. That's good.
yeah. Never been happier to be kicked in the face.
Ta, you hear carts coming.
Banging again.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to get out of the way of the carts, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Can I contortion?
Sure. Give me a contortion.
Just get out of the way.
Oh my god! Oh wait, no. It's still an 11. It's still an 11. All right. So Oz doesn't get killed by the stuff, but not Oz. My apologies. Ta doesn't get killed, but holy fuck. So the doors open, and Ta is standing there like with everything just so to like be between two of the carts as they dump their load, right? Like he's gonna stand there like a blade of grass that gets like missed by the lawnmower kind of thing, right? And instead, Ta, you get bodily pushed out of this thing and just covered in trash and garbage as you're like stumbling out, and you've got like wet stuff on you and like bits of junk on you, and both of you are out of the tunnel.
All right, let's do it again. Get up. Kind of move it.
Oz is already up. Oz got up.
Oh.
Ta complained. What the hell are you doing out here again? We got to go that way.
I am well aware. Let's do it again.
So, all right, yeah. One more go. And she like does whatever she needs to do on the thing to give you all the time you need. And athletic checks from both of you one more time.
Luck again.
2 luck again. Critical success for Ta. Vaults over that thing. Oz, totally acceptable passage through this death door as you get into the trash heap. Ta reeks. Even though you're wearing a gas mask, you can smell how bad Ta reeks. Ta, I don't know if your like nasal stuff is turned on or not. So, I don't know like what kind of cybernetics you have in your face, but you probably don't smell yourself after a few moments.
Yeah, I don't smell too good, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you're both in the tunnels. You've got your mattress, you've got the extra armor jacket, and y'all can ride one of these carts. You can walk however you want to get all the way through the underbelly of Sacramento downtown.
Okay.
I suggest we ride, because I'm carrying all this shit.
I'm helping.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, y'all are heading out. Let us go on break. Folks, we got to take about a 15-minute break while I take care of some stuff. We're going to pick up where we left off with Silas in a gym. Going to see a man about, I don't know what we say here, but we're gonna see what we can do with good old Sayforth.
He's got like one shot.
He's gonna take it.
This whole, like,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Sayforth's got one shot in this whole.
Oh yeah,
universe.
no, he's got a split second to not get grabbed. All right, yeah, folks, we're gonna take about a 15-minute break. We'll be back at that puts us almost at 9:50 my time. Okay, cool. Well, folks, we'll be right back, and we will see how the rest of this kidnapping goes once we do. See y'all. All right, we're back. A little earlier than I thought. Everything in my world went faster today, which was great. Okay, so we have Ta and Oz down in the tunnels underneath downtown Sacramento, in the walled city of Sacramento. I'm gonna put Ta and Oz together as y'all are cavorting, touring the underbelly of the city. Sayforth is going about his day being ghosted by Silas. Silas, will you give me like a stealth while you're like out and about around here?
It seems fair. Seems reasonable.
We'll just do one for the whole like.
Where is stealth? Oh my goodness.
It's above. It's in the body skills. It's above control. Yeah.
There you go.
20.
Wow. Nice. Versus this guy's am I being followed check. Okay, cool. Yeah, you've got this you've got this guy just fine, right? You're staying like a half block behind him whenever he's out on the street. It's easy enough for you to keep up with him whenever he's mobile. And half these places he goes to, like, you don't really need to go into because your mark is the gym.
Ask, like, is the gym the closest, like, what seems like the easiest place to get to a trash chute, or is there a place that would be better? Because we would probably know that since we're planning on delivering him via trash.
Right, yeah, so, like, all the places he goes to are inside of skyscrapers, right? So the fundamental, like, the trash chute situation is going to be relatively similar for all of them.
Okay.
It's just at the gym, you anticipate, hey, there's this time where he's like changing clothes and he's going to be like vulnerable. And that's when you hit a guy like this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Sure.
Because I'm like, I don't want to have to walk 6 blocks to toss him in the trash.
While he's fighting you the whole time.
No, because I got the hypo thing, right? Because we got the little sleepy time hypos.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, cool. So you're following him, you're doing a great job. There, Oz and Ta, the two of you, are you going to like hack one of these carts? Because you had done that once before. Are you going to just kind of follow the tunnels to where you need to be? Like, what is your approach to get to this gym underneath the trash chute with a mattress ready to receive the guy?
Well, I'm thinking that it's not going to, like, obviously it's not dumping trash just onto the ground,
Right.
and the carts have to scoop it up. So we're going to need a cart to trigger it, right?
Yeah, so because you'll have spent an oddly long amount of time in these tunnels when you were breaking into and leaving the prison, you know that the way the trash chutes work is the each building has between 1 and 7 like chutes that collect trash, right? And the trash just sits there on a hinged door, and then when a cart rolls up and everything registers, then the doors open and the trash falls down into the cart. And it makes sense though to have some kind of way of like shunting itself shut so that it doesn't like overfill a cart. So it's got to have
Right.
some kind of way of controlling that as well. But yeah, so the building holds it in some kind of basket, releases the basket into the cart, a measured amount, a measured volume, so that it's not too much. And then yeah, the cart moves on, and the building it loads the next volume of trash, right? And odds are these buildings are signaling saying, "Hey, I need a pickup," right? Bay 1 through 7 are all full. Please send me a long cart kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, then I think that Oz is not going to suggest that we hack a thing. What he may do is suggest that we hack the thing that sends the signal, so that when we get word from Silas that he's tossed the guy down, then we do the thing to send the signal and have it
No.
come to pick up the bodies.
No.
Well, the people,
The people that are hopefully still
The person
breathing.
and the body.
first, well, the people,
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Oz does have two questions he'd like to ask. The first being, for 10 eddies, when we get out of here, will you run over and hug Vinton? I bet you 10 eddies.
10 eddies. I'm not that cheap. You're gonna pay up.
20 eddies?
Mm-mm.
Just a hug. You get a big old hug. What's it
What
going to
about
cost?
this? It's gonna cost you 50. Yeah, it's gonna cost you 50.
All right, 50, but it's got to be a good hug.
Yeah. All
I mean,
right.
Y'all are assholes.
all right.
You arrive at the building having secured your wager.
Two, should we have left Vi and Vinton alone by themselves after what
That's
happened?
probably fine. That's probably fine.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, can we cut to Vi and Vincent real quick? I know y'all are just waiting in the truck, making sure it doesn't get boosted. But like after everything that has gone on with the fight and the reveal around Gran and all that stuff, like how's it going in the truck?
How long has everyone been gone?
They probably have been gone about an hour to get to that spot. Because I mean, the tunnels are not a straight shot, and you got to get yourself oriented and all that kind of stuff. So it probably took them little bit to get into position.
It's a bit cold in here. Like, just a little frosty. Little frosty. Not a lot has been said.
So, how you doing, Doc? All right.
Oh, I'm good. Just hoping this goes all right.
As she's saying that, I'm just double checking like my pistol ammunition, submachine gun, got my rifle, kind of going through there. I was like, yeah, I hope so too. It's got a lot of bad vibes.
So Vi would look up and over at Vinton and just ask in a very neutral tone, what happened to Silas's sister?
You
Let's cut
get a
away.
huge Like you get a huge sigh, like, oh,
Good stuff. Yeah, that conversation is happening. That's great. All right. So, back in above world, Guy Sayforth, he heads into his gym, which is like it would be like one of those uh like Tai Chi boxing places that's like it's not really MMA because they're not like trying to teach people how to like really fight, but it's like here's how to meditate and here's some like self defense stuff and that kind of thing. That's the gym he goes into. Um, and Silas, getting into this gym is not too tough. You wait a little bit for him to get through. He badges through, and then when you show up, they ask you, hey, do you have a membership or do you want to sign up for a membership? Take the gym tour, all that good stuff.
Yeah, Silas would go for the. I know what I'm doing, but this is a new place, so if I could just take a look around, see your facilities.
Yeah,
That kind of
absolutely,
thing.
absolutely. Chet, come over, come here. And Chet comes over, and Chet is like this bronze, blonde-haired dude, and Chet's like, "Hey, man, new to the gym, great, great. Hey, welcome to Pound City, and here we really like punch the bags and get it going. You can see there's some folks working out over here, and it's like do you know the big like the really long uh uh punching bags that are like for grappling and stuff like that?
Yeah.
There's some of that going on. And then there's like a little like boxing rink for people to spar in, and then there's some like weights and that kind of thing. And Chet's like, "Hey, yeah, come on over. What's your name, brother?"
Whatever name's on the ID,
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know that we ever came up with a
Yeah.
actual alias for
Razzmatazz or whatever. Whatever the name.
Razma, yeah.
All right, good. So
Doc Holiday, how about
Doc Holiday, I love it. All right, so Doc, all right, cool, yeah, man. Well, hey, come on, let's take you on a quick tour. My name's Chet. I'm a personal trainer here. I train every whatever today is Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you need some attention, what have you, let me know. We'll do an assessment, check your BMI, all that good stuff. You look a little chromed up. Okay, all right. I like working with some metal. That's good, man. Come on. As he like takes you on a tour, it's like over here is where we do the Tai Chi and the yoga, get ourselves centered, right? You gotta get everything aligned before you do anything serious. Then over here is where we work the bags, right? Back in here, he takes you on a whole tour of the place, and you catch a glimpse of Sayforth at one point. Sayforth goes back into the locker room, right? And you're in the locker room with Sayforth with Chet at one point. And Sayforth has gotten himself changed. He's in like a wicking workout shirt and some like some of those like long workout pants. Like I don't know, like they're black and they kind of hug the body a little well. Give me a perception check.
Cool.
While you're checking this guy out outside of his like suit or whatever it is he walked in here with.
15.
15. Okay, cool. So, you notice that even with a 15, you can tell that Sayforth here, Mr. Sayforth, let's make Sayforth nice and big. Mr. Sayforth is augmented. His arms are not human arms. They have like the same. They have the same like tone of skin that he does, right? So there's been some effort to conceal them, but they're not human. They're some sort of cybernetic.
I kind of assume that, given that he was scavenged or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not the full like vice grip train arm or whatever the hell, but
That big like gripper arm thing that they used. Yeah, yeah, no.
You'd have something along those lines to grab onto a train or something.
Right.
Cool.
Chat, yes, exactly. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. That is exactly that banner exists in this gym for sure. Oh man, we're very matrixy here. All right, So, and then he takes you on a little bit more of the tour. He shows you back like the shower area and where there's like a sauna. And the sauna is really just a room that has like the heat turned up and some water. Like it's a really crappy sauna. But that's what they got. And he's like, all right, cool. Well, hey, that concludes the tour. Do you have everything you need? Do you want to go like do a sesh?
I like to kind of check things out on my own. I got my own sort of regimen going on, if you don't mind.
Hey, yeah, I totally get it. If there's any equipment that you think we're missing, just let me know. I'll show you like how to get the same or better results out of what we got. Like our gym is a little light on some of the equipment, but I can definitely show you some ways to get the same, muscle groups or joints worked or whatever you need. You just let me know. The front desk can reach me at any time.
Gotcha.
And he like reaches out, like pats you on the shoulder, like, good meeting you there, Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Takes off to go and flirt with somebody.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. You're taking up all of his flirting time, and now he's back at it.
Look, man, if he just made that a little bit clearer sooner, I could have saved him about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Could have just said something. It's fine.
Yeah. So you turn around. Sayforth is over. He's like in a Tai Chi class.
Yeah, I mean, Silas just gonna get some reps in.
Sweet.
While he's here.
Yeah.
Give a shit.
Takes the bolo tie, puts it in a pocket, opens up the shirt a little bit.
I mean, he's probably got like, just for his story's sake, he's probably got a little duffel bag. Like,
sure.
Some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you go back in the locker room. It's one of those like bring your own lock joints.
Mm-hmm.
So you get changed into something to work out in.
Yeah.
Okay. And
you got that hypo tucked down in the bag or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Do you have it on you or in a bag?
In a bag.
Okay.
And he'll pick the locker like right next to the one that Sayforth picked.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you were in there doing work. Sayforth finishes up his class. He goes and works the bags a little bit. And then he wraps up and heads back in the locker room. I assume that's what you're waiting on.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And then as soon as he's in there changing and getting his stuff settled, so just
give me a perception on your way in and to all this, because you need to find the garbage chute.
Right. I gotta find that thing. 18 that time.
18. All right, good stuff. So there's small trash chutes in most spaces, right? There's like a little panel you open up and you can hear like a gentle like whooshing sound of like negative pressure trying to make sure that whatever you throw in there really does get all the way down to the bottom. But not the big chute, right? So while you've gotten some time, you poked around a little bit, and with an 18, you find that kind of between the locker rooms is a set of double doors, and you pop that open real quick. It's unlocked, and it's like this back canal area for the employees. You can see there's a break room, and you can see right here after these double doors is a big like trash, recycling, laundry chute right there. So not in the locker room, but through a set of double doors that's kind of between the two locker rooms. Okay. All right. So yeah, you've got all that stuff mapped out. You go into the locker room, and Sayforth is getting his stuff. He's just gotten out of the shower, and is getting over to his bench.
Yeah, Silas would kind of hurry up and get his clothes back on. Be a little quick about it. Just make sure he's ready to go. And then while he's tying his shoes or something, just kind of pop him in the neck.
Cool. Yeah, so Sayforth kind of gives you like a little like eyebrow, raise the eyebrow when you're like not taking a shower after like obviously working out. Because I imagine that Silas wasn't like just doing it for no reason, like he got some kind of sweat up.
He's got some aggression to get out, He's got that internal stuff to project onto the bag.
Yeah, of course. So give me your brawl as you reach out to hypo this guy.
Do I need to do my like combat stuff?
This is a combat thing. So like
Yeah,
people don't want to get hypoed. They do get a chance to evade. So even though it's a surprise thing, he still gets some kind of like instinctive like, hey, I don't want to be touched by a stranger.
Yeah.
Thing. So you get to decide how you want to array all your solo stuff right now.
Right. So I got the 4 in fumble recovery, and then the 1 in precision attack, which I think just adds 1 to all my kind of attack rolls.
Right. Right.
That I'm doing. So whatever this brawl is will be like +1.
Okay. Awesome.
And that is somewhere in here. Yep, there we go.
Wow. Nice. Nice.
So 20.
Yeah. So so you go to you like fish the hypo out of wherever you had it stored, and you go to pop this guy, and he moves. Now your 20 is just enough to connect on this guy, but barely. He was immediately moving to block you from doing that, and you just land that hypo spray in him, and you see his eyes get a little foggy as like his left hand comes around to hit you, and it like falls on you like a, I don't know, like a wet towel, you know, like just total no meat behind it, and it just slides off you as he like slumps over onto his little bench.
So I also catch it and like wrap that around his shoulders and be like, all right, bud, let's go.
Okay, cool.
It's better this way, I promise.
Yeah. So you've got this guy. You're mostly dressed. I would say you were dressed. You would have chosen, this is my moment. I'm gonna hit this guy when you're ready to go.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'll walk him to the chute.
Okay. All right. Give me your body as you carry this dude, the dead weight.
What do I click for that? Do I just click body? Is that a clickable thing?
I don't know if it is a clickable thing. You might want to do like here. Let me pull up your character sheet.
My body's a 7.
Let me look at what you got.
Yep.
Sorry, stream. I'm gonna move this over just so I don't break any NDAs or any of that kind of stuff. Let's look at body skills.
Oh, dance skill, because you kind of dance to them.
Yeah, contortionist
and stealth. They're about the same.
Yeah, I was thinking that like maybe athletics makes a lot of sense here, because it's not just about like raw strength. You're also like, you got to know how to get your weight under the thing and how to like shift it and all that kind of stuff.
I'm trying to make it look like not obvious that I'm
abducting someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Like I'm trying to make it look like maybe he's had a pretty tough workout, and I'm trying to get him some water or something.
Sure.
You know,
okay.
If anybody asks any
so you've got a hand on his hand, and you're holding his arm over your shoulder. You got another thing here, and you're trying to make it look like you're walking him someplace.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Yeah, it's a weekend. Like maybe I'm kicking one of the legs as we go to where it looks like he's kind of making some steps. You know.
I love
like
it.
It's probably flimsy, but like it's.
You know what?
He's hoping nobody even asks a question.
Sure. No, I get you. So give me your athletics, and let's see how smooth it is coming out of the locker room, going to that set of double doors.
Yeah. 28.
Blah. With the success.
I'm warmed up.
I'm warmed up. Holy
you let me get warmed up. That was your first mistake.
GM mistake number 1, letting Silas get warmed up. All right. So
I just run into these things cold.
you shoulder him out of the locker room, and your set of double doors is just there to the left. And like the gym has people in it. They're all working out. They're all doing their thing. But does anybody look around? Okay. So yeah, I mean, with that kind of success, you're able to kind of give this guy's body some animation, you know, like his hand is kind of waving there a little bit, you know, like
I'm a goddamn artist. Nobody recognizes my artistry.
You're a puppet master as you move this.
First it was posing the fellas, and now it's Weekend at Bernie's. There's a hidden talent here.
Before every mission from now on out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so you crash him through these double doors, right? And you're in this canal. where the employees go to have their space, and there's these 3 big trash chutes in front of you.
Yeah, so I was gonna try to like really quick over comms, just be like, "Y'all ready down there?"
Yep.
You're ready to. Yep.
So,
All right.
let's secure that. Yep, you two are down underneath this building. Y'all have had some time down here. You've got the chutes that the building has organized up above you, and it kind of separates the trash so that it doesn't like get one chute so like log jammed up that it jams. So what are y'all doing down here to get ready for this?
So I think, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be an Oz roll or a Ta roll or a combination. But from my point of view, and Gavin, let me know what your thoughts are on this. I think that if we can just figure out what part signals the thing to come, as soon as I want to have it ready so that as soon as we get the notice from Silas, we can hit the box that says send 7 and we'll do the pickup, and then it'll come and dump everybody out.
So you want it to like oh, here, actually, let's figure out. This building has 2 trash chutes.
Okay.
So it's one of these 2, and you want to like make it happen, make it open up number 2 or whatever chute makes the most sense kind of thing. Or you want to open up both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thinking was, since I'm just good with the tech stuff, maybe you could like open it, but then like I'll screw with the hydraulics so it doesn't close, so we don't have to worry about it closing on anything. That's what I was thinking, but
That's probably a good idea. So then, and then when we figure out which one is scheduled to be used, and then I'll have that one open. He'll lock it open. We'll put the buggy or the thing underneath it. We don't even need a trash cart.
Yeah, the mattress.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like this is definitely a combination of both y'all's. Let's do your interface as you are trying to hack this this assembly thing to make it open, and then Ta, we will have you do I think basic tech to get this stuff stuck open.
okay. Let's use my field expertise. All right. Basic.
Okay, that's a nice basic tech. That's good stuff.
Um.
And normally I make you do a run, but Oz, you have a lot of time here, and normally like when you have a lot of time on a net run, it's just kind of like you just kind of can get it done.
I'm gonna roll. It's gonna say scanner because there's no way to just do interface.
Yeah, fair enough.
So.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, cool. So Oz, you go to hack this thing, and unfortunately do get locked out. So there's y'all don't have the ability to tell the building when to ask for a cart.
Okay.
To like make it trigger its whole automated process of getting the door open. So I think maybe you can go to the second chute and see if you can't get the stuff redirected to chute number 2, or just Ta, you can try and like just take actual control over this stuff just with like mechanics. And
yeah,
I can do that.
Too. We could just force it. We'll just brute it.
Okay. I'll force it. Should I do another basic tech or what?
Yeah, so I'll take that 29 basic tech to say that you can like get up in there and get into the controls to get the chute to open. A whole bunch of trash falls onto the tracks, right? And y'all get that kind of moved out of the way. And let's do another basic tech to get it so that Ta, you can basically now actually control the opening and closing of that door just by controlling the ICs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Still, but can Oz help with that tech?
Sure. Yeah.
Wait. So. No, actually, I don't know why it didn't add my modifier, but there should be another modifier 4 there. So
really?
It would be 21 minus 6, so 15.
Oh,
I don't know why it didn't add my modifier. Yeah.
So it would have been a 21 minus 6, which would be 15?
15.
Okay, well, a 15, because you're so technically adept, even though you failed, you still succeed at keeping this system from opening or from closing on you again. So it's just a straight tunnel thing down to from wherever Silas drops this guy. It's going to be a straight shot down to the thing.
Then when Silas gives us the word, we just move the mattress underneath the
trash
thing.
chute. Yeah,
Trash
like randomly trash will just fall down and you'll have to like kind of kick it out of the way. And then Silas says, "Hey, y'all ready for this?" Like, "All right, mattress is coming out."
Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool.
Drop him.
Cool. So yeah, Silas, you open this big thing and
He's for sure going first, just in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, he's going first. Absolutely. Is he going head first or feet first? How are you doing that?
Oh, he's going feet first.
Okay.
Just, protect the vitals.
Okay, cool. As you're like hoisting him into there, you see his like eyes starting to like do one of these things as he is like dropping. He like you see him kind of looking up like very confused as to what's going on.
Silas would, as soon as he drops, will just say, "Might want to pop him again when he hits the ground."
Will do.
You hear like this like rending of metal, like on the way down as something stops.
We feet first then. I'm about to take the daylights out of this fella.
Cool. So you, Silas, you're in.
Oh yeah, I'm in. I'm going.
Awesome. Cool. So
feet first. I'm trying as little resistance as possible. I'm gonna hit this guy with terminal velocity.
Sweet. Awesome. Love it. So you come sliding down, or yeah, you come down and you see this guy. You have like a split second to get your feet on him instead of just pass him. What has happened is he has like thrown out his arms to like stop himself, and you can see like this red coil underneath his skin is like emanating this heat as he's like holding himself in this chute with his arms. Give me a brawl to try and hit this guy. He's gonna get an evade at minuses to try and not get hit.
I think that's still a +1 if I'm not mistaken on that. I don't know what else precision attack would do.
Right, you have not reset your solo stuff, so it's still a +1 for you.
23.
Okay.
24.
24. Okay, cool. Versus okay. So yeah, you hit this guy with your feet. It's just you don't have cybernetic legs, right?
No.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you kick off this guy and his whole body like goes down like a couple of inches, and you start to slide past him. As like your boot print is all over his face. And yeah.
I'd be grabbing on, and there's gonna be like a pistol right up against his temple.
Okay, cool.
I'd be like, "Hey, bud."
Okay, cool. So yeah, you give me a brawl to grab onto this guy as you're like falling past him. You're gonna grab him.
Cool.
And
so an 18 because fumbles don't count.
Oh my god, that's right. That's right. Fumbles don't count. I love it.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, you see him like compress his hands into the metal to like hold himself as you grab on an 18 with one arm, and you draw your pistol with the other, right? And
that's like
yeah,
right up against him.
Yeah, and his other arm comes onto you, and out of his arm comes this big blade as he tries to rake it across your back. So he's gonna do his thing. You're gonna do your thing.
Okay.
Let's figure out while we're in this trash chute, fighting it out hand to hand. He's holding on. He's got this compressed grip on the wall. That's the only thing holding the two of you here. As he's like trying to knife you with his big blade that just came out of his arm.
I know. Hey, I got one of those.
Yeah, give me an evasion as you try and avoid this guy stabbing you while you're grappling him.
23. 3. That's not an attack, so just 23.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna hit you. And after this, we'll do initiative. I want to see what you do to this guy because he's gonna try and cut you open. I assume that you're gonna do something about that.
I mean, he's got that's his one strike. He only had one.
So he does 13 damage that ignores half your armor.
Where's half my armor? I got 8, so that's 9.
Okay.
Where is that at? Is there like a hits tracker? Is it? Oh, there we go. Found it.
And I think that's our 2 hits because you did a kick, and then a grapple, right? And this guy did basically a grapple to hold himself in position, and then a stab. And I think that's our 2 hits for this combat round. Let's go ahead and roll initiative to figure out who has the drop on each other now.
Cool. That's
never mind, you win.
How do you do that normally? Because I don't
worry
have
about
any.
it. You win.
Okay.
The guy rolls a 1. Yeah. So normally initiative is
D10 plus reflexes.
I think reflexes and reflexes.
Yeah, because I don't have any initiative stuff. I put my points elsewhere.
That's right.
For solo. So
yeah.
Can Ta or Oz act?
Ta and Oz, you hear a scuffle above you. Do either of you want to enter combat? If so, you need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go.
All right.
Yeah. I'll also go ahead and roll initiative as well. And it's, what is it? It's reflex plus
a D10.
Okay.
I'll just roll a D10. So that's an 18 for me.
Okay.
That's the D10 plus. Yeah. Oh, there's
So
an initiative button. I'm an idiot.
No,
yeah, there's an.
So 18 for Ta, 15 for Oz. Silas, let's go ahead and do your initiative as well, just so I know which of the between the 3 of you, which one goes
Where's
first.
that button? The
It's
initiative.
under action. It's on the action page.
Action.
To the right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, D10 plus 5.
All right, cool. So Oz and Silas, y'all can decide who goes first. All of you are beating this guy. He's still kind of under the effects of the drugs, and he rolled for shit. So, which of the 2 of you want to go first?
Well, actually, Todd said his 18 because he just.
Oh,
yeah, mine's 18.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Ta, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the Ta Classic. I think I'm gonna lasso his feet.
Sweet.
Just pull him.
Awesome. Yeah. Give me a lasso. I don't know. So you look up this tunnel. There's still a ways up there, right? I mean, there's like floors between the gym and the thing. I'm gonna say they're probably still like 15-ish feet up. The bottom of their feet are probably 15 feet above your head.
Okay.
So what is that? 5 meters, 5 yards up.
Yeah.
Because everything in this game is in yards.
Yeah. So I go scuffle. I'm assuming my lasso can't go that far. If it
Probably
can,
not.
I'll do that.
No. It
Yeah.
probably
So I'm
can't.
gonna like scuttle up a little bit, just kind of like a creepy climbing up.
Oh,
Right.
you're gonna jump up in here and like start to climb up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me an athletics as you like do this like hand out, moving yourself up the chute. Okay.
15.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's tougher than your normal thing because this is a garbage chute, right?
Yeah.
And so there's like muck and stuff on the walls, but a 15 is enough for you to start making progress up this chute. And Silas, you hear like metal bending down below as Ta has his like mechanical arm. He's like trying to get himself up to you guys. Ta, I'm gonna say you make it like 3 meters, 2 meters,
Okay.
something like that. Like you're not quite there yet, but you're like basically on your way, kind of thing. And I'm just it's tough to move very far because you're doing this like
because you gotta like
you're pressing off the walls to
then
make,
I'm
make progress.
positioning myself.
Yeah. And you get your feet up, right? You can get some foot pressure against the wall, some neutral climbing, but it's still like slow going.
Okay. Is that my action or is there something else?
I guess that was a move.
Because I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm okay just because it's like an athletics and I'm like doing it. I'm okay with just
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of fully dedicated to at least getting up in here.
Yeah.
Maybe next time you
Totally.
can move a couple of meters and do an action if that works for you.
Okay. No, I'm totally okay with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Silas, Oz.
I will let. I'm going to tell you what Oz is going to do, and you can decide how the order wants to be.
Okay.
Is Oz close enough to attempt to hack Safe stuff?
Yeah, you need to be within 6 meters, and he's within 5.
So he's going to try to zonk take this guy down.
Sweet.
So that can happen in whatever order you want.
Yeah, so you need to do a scan now to find the connection. And that's going to
Okay.
be your action this combat round, is scanning.
Okay. 12.
That's enough to find it. Yep.
Okay.
Silas.
Yeah, Silas has got that gun real cozy. Cock the hammer and he said, "You can let go or you can die right now."
Cool. He doesn't look like he's letting go.
All right, I'm gonna shoot.
Sweet.
It's always good. I mean,
yeah. I mean, the guy looks at you.
Clear.
Yeah, the guy looks at you. He's like, "I'm just gonna keep cutting you." So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Have fun. Yeah. How do we do that?
So like firing into a grapple is really weird. I've never found a system that actually does a good job at this. So
Yeah.
I feel like he gets an evasion. He gets some way of like stopping you from hitting him because you're in hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
And that'll set the kind of target number you need to hit to get your gun on him.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing.
Cool.
So his evasion is a 20.
Evasion's a 20. That's
Mhm.
cute.
That's
All
cute.
right. That's cute. Let's see, what do we got? That's my handgun, which means I got a 17 bonus going on there. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take the shot.
Cool.
Just shoot him, and then maybe I'll learn his lesson.
Maybe he'll
on
learn
the
his
first one, and I won't have to shoot the second one.
I love it.
I'll
Shoot
give
your
him
shot.
2. They told me they wanted him. Okay. Well,
Ooh.
Well, critical failures don't matter to you.
It's a 19.
It's a 19.
So, not quite
So yeah,
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I forgot. I got bonuses to my attack stuff that's from cyberware that doesn't add into this.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because I got a smart gun,
All right.
which is like a plus something or other.
It's a plus
like
1.
2 plus 1. Okay.
Yeah, and then like if you have a targeting scope, which I don't think a targeting
got
scope
that.
would matter here because it's not a long range shot. It's like a hand-to-hand shot. So, anything else?
Whatever. I mean, I got the smart gun link or whatever the hell, and a targeting scope, which I guess doesn't, but I got all the smart gun stuff, and
Sure.
that's about it. And then the plus 1 from the precision attack.
Oh, plus 1 from the precision attack. So
it's an 18. So it'd be a total, I guess, 20 if the smart gun's 1.
Okay. Yeah.
I
All right.
thought it was 2, but if it's
if it's
1,
2, then it's 2.
let me double check because I'm up in the.
Say in the book.
It
Okay.
doesn't say in the book.
Sweet. Yeah,
I remember having that issue last time.
Yeah,
of
in
like,
the
I have
in
a
the
smart gun,
past,
but it never tells me where.
Yeah, in 2020, it's a
wonder
plus
why.
1. It's a plus 1 from the smart gun, and then another plus 1 if you have time to aim, if you have a targeting scope and that kind of thing. In this case, unfortunately, you're like fighting this guy and holding on to him, and you don't really have the time to get the benefit from the scope. So on a tie, I think the defender wins on a tie. So you go to shoot, and he just ducks his head and digs into you just so, and the shot tink, right into the wall, right past his body. Sorry, you were shooting him in the body, right? Not in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just shoots right past him. And this like explosion is loud, right? And a gunshot in a small tube is loud, right? But either way, buries into the wall right next to him. He is. That's everybody, right? Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he is going to try and knife you again. So you get an evasion to not get knifed.
Is he still using one of his actions to just hold on?
So the first action is the knife bit. Yeah.
Cool. 19 on evasion.
Okay. So he does hit you.
Cool.
For...
Is the armor ablating still the same?
Yes. Yes, the armor blading is still the same. So he hits you for 12.
Okay.
And again, half your armor counts against the melee.
Half
hit.
my armor.
Yep.
Does armor round up or down?
Rounds up, I believe.
Okay, so hits me for 12 minus 4, so 8. Okay.
Okay, cool. As his second melee action, he's gonna let go.
Okay.
And he's gonna try and position you between him and Ta. So he wants you hitting Ta before he hits Ta. So the two of us, I feel like this is like an opposed grapple to see who is on top.
Sure.
So I think that's all under brawling.
Gotcha. Would that count as an attack for my +1? If it's like a brawling kind of situation?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of an iffy area, but I'm fine with it. Like,
like
you're a solo.
Evasion, I think definitely not.
Right.
Brawling, I could go either way.
Sure, and I think I give it to you. You're a solo. You're supposed to be like super deadly at this kind of stuff, right?
Cool.
And this guy is like a trained boxer guy, but he's not a solo, right? So I mean, like, I'm down for you getting the +1 on him.
Cool. 23.
23, awesome. Okay, so this guy gets a 22, and you win. So he doesn't throw you into Ta, but all three of you come crashing into one another on your way down. So Ta, these two have only fallen a couple of meters before they reach you. They are going to collide with you. Do you want to fight that momentum, or do you want to go with it? And that determines how many d6 you take.
Can he try to evade?
Contortionist, go limp.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Do it, baby. Do your contortionist to like not get snagged by these two.
Go limp.
Falling.
Go limp. Just do the thing.
No, I mean like contortionist, like get all the way out of the way, like. Ah! All right, cool. I love it. I love it. So yeah, you see these two falling, and instead of doing like your combat action of what you would have been doing, I'm going to say that you spend basically your round getting out of the way of this whole thing as it comes crashing down.
Sure.
And so you get skinny against the wall here, and these two bodies come whoosh, crashing down, landing on a mattress, right? So instead of taking 2d6, you're each going to take 1d6 damage of falling on this mattress.
Does armor factor into that?
I don't think so. I think this is like falling crushing damage. I don't think anybody gets armor against the fally crushy stuff.
Yeah, because if you for throwing it doesn't, you also.
Yeah. So you both take 3 damage as you like boom thud into the ground. One note here. Okay, cool, awesome. So next combat round. Top of the initiative is Ta. I kind of took away your action on the contortionist bit. Normally you don't get like a lot of say in what happens after you've done your initiative. But you still get a move. I want to give you at least a move. And that you're not burning your entire round. So what do you want to do?
Yeah. How much distance, because I'm in control, can I just fall down without taking damage, or do I need to move a little bit?
Totally, yeah. You can just fall down and land and, you know, do a hero landing.
Can I land on him?
You can try. If you fail, you'll hit Silas because they're both landing next to each other.
No, I'll just do the hero landing.
Okay.
I'll fall and just take the hero landing.
Damn it! All right.
Yeah. He's already taken enough damage. That's okay.
But you make me sad, Todd. So you land next to them, and you're not prone or any of that kind of stuff. The two of them are prone on the ground.
Yeah.
And Oz, you found the node. The node is right here next to you.
Hey.
Do your interface to get in.
Okay.
If that's still what you want to do.
It'd be helpful. I'd do that.
Yeah, I mean, I have the taser from the last mission that Oz still has when he's shooting.
How many doses was in one of those hypos again? I forget. Is it 3?
You have 2 left. There's 3.
Okay,
I gave
still
you
have 2
with
left.
3.
So I mean, he's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to turn his arms off. I mean, that seems like it would be helpful.
All right.
That'd be super helpful.
Yeah, do your initiative, or not your initiative. Do your interface to like jack in to the guy.
If that knife would stop going to my spine, it'd be super great.
Yeah, right. 14. Okay, yeah, you're in. So you get how many net actions? 2 or 3?
I get 3.
All right, cool. Let's spend them. So
Okay.
you're on the first level of this guy's cybernetics. That he's sitting right next to you. I'm gonna say level 1 is a passcode.
Okay.
But do you want to do the Pathfinder and all that kind of stuff? Do you want to light up any of your programs? You've only got 3 actions, so I just want to. How do you want to spend your time?
I'm doubting this guy has black ice in him. That seems like that would be stupid. I mean, that seems like that would be stupid. So I'm gonna not go defend. I'm gonna do my speed because that gives me an additional action. So it's a net takeaway of nothing. So there's no reason not. And if it goes another round, I'll get 4.
Sure.
So I'm gonna brute force this. I'm just gonna charge for the. I'm gonna do control.
Okay. So the first thing is the passcode. So you got to do a backdoor to overcome the like surface level security on his stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So that first action is not good enough. Whoever set up this thing, slightly tougher than what you're expecting. You can definitely spend a second action going after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again.
Okay, the 8 is enough. So you break through on the passcode. You go 1 level deeper into the network, which is this guy's cybernetics, and you've got 1 action left. Okay. Down here is a file store. There's a bunch of files in here.
No, we're in the fight. We'll go for the next control node. Because that's what I got to do, right?
Yep. Go a level down. Yep, absolutely. So you go a level down, and you're in the control node. The control node for what would be the first thing? Probably his cyber audio is probably the first thing that you run into. Cyber audio and the stuff in his head.
You have cyber eyes?
He does not have cyber eyes.
Okay, that's cyber audio.
Yep.
No, we'll bypass that.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you get into the next room, but you've run out of time on this round. You get into the next room, and that's a control node for his arms.
Okay.
All right. Silas.
Is it me?
It's you, baby.
Okay, so for seriously wounded, you have to be below that threshold or equal to it?
Below.
Okay, cool. I'm good. We're good.
Can I send a message while I'm in here?
To where?
To my 2 compatriots.
The 2 that are sitting right next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just say, don't let him get more than 5 yards away.
Okay.
All right.
I could do that.
We'll
Buy me a round. Buy me a minute.
Yep.
All right. He's just like right next to me, right?
Yeah, he's like right next to you, laying prone, healthy as an ox, wanting to not die.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Okay, cool.
I told him he got one. I told him he got 1.
Yeah.
Is this the same deal where he's gonna try to evade me? Or
yeah, this is still like you're both still like next to each other. So as you move your arm, he gets to try and evade. Just because you're like, it's too easy for him to like move a hand to keep you from shooting him, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So
What are we working with here?
That is head math 18.
18. Cool. I'm gonna spend 8 points of luck.
That's a lot of luck.
Yeah, because I really want this guy dead. I'm gonna spend 8 points of luck. Headshot.
I was wondering if the headshot was going to come out.
Headshot.
Yeah.
So that is at minimum. Because is a headshot still a -6 or is it -8 now?
-8.
Because it's in the sheet as a -6.
That's probably old. I never really looked at that shit when I
just want to make sure.
Oh, maybe a called shot, aim shot? I'm finding all the guns you can't do aim shots with. That's kind of fun. Your targeting scope comes into play when you do an aim shot. So you get another +1 on that.
Oh, that's nice. I have targeting scope as +3. Just written down in my thing, but that might be from the old Chromebooks.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Action you can aim is single. It is a -8 to your roll.
And a -8. Cool.
Yeah.
So we'll just do that math instead because this is not. Or maybe I can add another -2. Yep. Okay, I got it. It's got a -8.
Okay.
So that's canceled out.
So you spend your luck to make sure the headshot is paid for.
Yep, headshot's paid for, and then I've got targeting scope and +1 for precision attack.
Plus the smart link.
Yep, so that's +3.
Yep.
+7, +10, so that's +20. And I can't
Targeting
fumble.
scope is only a +1.
Okay.
All right.
And I can't fumble.
And you can't fumble. So just roll it.
It's done, but we'll roll it.
We put it in the thing.
Okay, so we got 18 plus the 8 luck, so 26.
Great.
It's like a 29.
Okay.
Pop him in the head.
Yeah, you shoot him in the noodle.
I'm done.
Damage.
Tired.
roll that damage.
Cool.
Isn't
so
an aim shot an
4d6.
auto critical?
What was that?
Isn't an aim shot an automatic critical?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Crit
an
table.
automatic. It is
So
an
auto
automatic.
crit table, but that's 13 damage.
Okay. 1 second.
Got some lackluster die rolls there.
What page is the crit table on? Oh, no. Legend Keeper. Bam. I have to move Legend Keeper because I'm not allowed to show y'all rules, but I have the thing in my DM screen. Where is it? Auto fire. Brawl and grapple. I should have read that earlier.
Should have known it was coming.
97 in the book, if that.
Okay. I'll just go to 97. Is it 97? On the PDF?
Sorry, 204. My bad. It says 97.
Yeah. Critical injuries to the head. I love this shit. All right. So how much damage did you do this guy's noodle?
13.
13 damage. All right.
Does he have any armor up there? Because it's gonna be real unfortunate if he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. So 13. So
you roll 2d6 again to get the table.
Oh, fun! I want to do that.
Okay, so yeah, you wound the guy. The round gets through his head armor, his subdermal armor there. But we get to roll 2d6. Who wants to? Silas, you want to roll the 2d6 and tell me what happens?
That'd be super fun. So it's a 5.
Okay.
Looks like concussion.
Nice. So -2 to all actions for this guy for the rest of the combat. That sucks for him. Good stuff. Yeah.
Plus 5 additional damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and 5 additional
damage.
damage.
To his health. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bonus damage. So he's taken... And then he took a little bit of damage on the fall. Okay.
Oh, great.
Cool. Yeah, he took 3. All right. Let me make another little page here. All right. So minus 3.
You do it.
Minus 5.
Can't get damage at all.
What?
Tier.
It's like every time he does a headshot, there's like no damage that rolls for him. Like he's like he will hit people in the head all the time, and it's like it's just a flesh wound.
It's very unsatisfying, the headshots.
This guy has armor. he's a
I mean,
he's a crooked
regardless.
dude.
Well, like everybody's got armor, right? And so headshots
Oh.
are never that fun because
Aw.
everybody's got armor.
Oh yeah,
They're not
because
as
of the
fun as they
helmets and all
could
that kind of
be.
stuff. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
exploding of watermelons. Indeed.
All right.
Yeah, no pot shots.
All right. Let me.
You think the armor would make it worse because then the bullet doesn't just go
It's
out the
just
other
a
side; it
ringing.
just kind of bounces around
Right.
inside.
I think that no matter what, if you get shot in the head, you have a concussion. I don't care if that's a concussion.
Yeah.
Even you just have one. It's a given.
-2 to all action. Okay, cool, got it. I think it's his turn next, right?
Yeah.
Oz.
Oz just went.
Oz already went.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, it'd be his.
All right. So he is going to taking a headshot. Got a concussion.
Does he still feel like resisting is the best course of action?
Right, exactly.
Like,
Down in these tunnels, there's a dude next to him.
Is it possible for me to say something?
Well, it's not going to change what he does.
Okay.
Because he's in like fight or flight mode, and
Sure.
any other input is not going to change that. So
man, I thought that shot was bad. Just wait till he gets away from me.
I know, right? So he is going to. He gets 2 attacks and a move, so he's gonna try and attack you twice, Silas, because you're the one headshotting him. So he's gonna roll over with that blade, and try and cut into you twice.
I respect it.
First to hit, give me your evade, but the first one you're probably gonna evade is like a
25.
Yeah, you evade the first one. He rolled for shit. Second attack. Ooh. Second attack is a 23 to hit. Okay.
20, yeah.
He does. Oh, that's shit damage. That's good. So he does 8 damage.
That's 5.
And you ignore half.
Against their armor.
Okay. And this guy gets up from prone and runs down this
So
tunnel.
bad for him. That's so bad.
Whatever direction he can. These tunnels aren't straight, so I'm going to say that he ends the round still in line of sight, but he moves 16 meters. No, not full 16. No. He had to spend some of that move getting up. So he ran 8 meters.
Since I'm like right standing there next to him, I
Yep.
know exactly where he is, right? He's not like hiding from me.
Right.
So I am going to get behind, not exactly touching ground, but I want to like lasso him and then whip him to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, so Oz, he breaks the connection with you because he goes whatever 8 meters away. But Ta, you run up to lasso him, so give me your lasso and he's going to do his evade.
Would that be melee?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Where is? Sorry.
No, you're fine. So his evade, just so you know, is a 23.
I got 25 on melee.
All right, cool. So yeah, you lasso this kid.
Can
And so
yeah, and
you
then
have him grappled, and then on the grapple, you can.
he has a -2 to everything though, right?
Yep.
Because of the concussion. Okay.
Yeah, that was already. It would have been a 25, but he got
Okay,
a
wow.
23 instead. And so now that you've got the guy grappled, Dex Athletics. Yeah. So if you're gonna like try and get this guy onto the ground, you have to roll. Let's see here. Yeah, you have to roll Dex plus Athletics. Get this guy on the ground.
Is this melee damage doing anything to him, or is it just the fact that the fact that I whipped him doing anything?
So you're whipping him to grapple him and throw him on the ground, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think the whip has
Then
like a 1d6 damage. Is that right?
Hold on, let me check real quick.
Because you could totally do a d6 damage to the guy.
It has 2d6 actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I guess it matters. Do you want to use the whip to like whip the guy and do 2d6 damage, or do you want to use the whip to grab the guy and?
Yeah, the whip is 2d6 if you hit, or 1d6 choking. That you can just do.
Oh, right.
Once you got him.
Get it around his neck and start choking on him.
Yeah, unless that's the whatever you call it, the little tiny
slice and dice.
Like
this is slice and dice. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's different because I got the whip. I got the
big.
big. The big thing.
Oh,
that's how that works.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, then I wanna wrestle him then.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. So you get him to stop, right? But he's not like thrown to the ground. So he's gonna have to untangle himself before he can do anything else. Before he can run any further. So you have effectively stopped him. And you used your move to get up close enough so you can do the slice and dice to trip him up, but you don't get him back prone.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, so because it's the first melee was just to wrap him, the second one was to like stop him.
To get him you were wanting him prone on the ground, and unfortunately you didn't roll well enough to get him prone, but I will give you that you stopped him. He's gonna have to untangle himself in order to keep running.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Next up is Oz and Silas.
Go get it.
So, I mean, at this point in time, Oz is gonna probably pull that taser and shoot.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like the most thing. It sucks because I know that technically he has a chance in hell of actually hitting him, but because he's been rolling like 23s and stuff to do this, but Oz doesn't know that.
Well, so if you are not like in hand-to-hand combat, he doesn't get his evasion.
Okay.
If you just walk up and you keep a respectful distance, you're like, I'm over here, you're over there, taser. Like that is a doable hit.
A respectful difference.
Yeah.
When taser, keep a respectable distance. We show respect to our tasering attempts.
All right. So Oz is gonna shoot him with the taser.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 3 luck on this.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a handgun fire. So
yeah.
Plus so
25. Yeah. You hit the guy, your battery gets depleted a bunch, and the guy seizes up and well, actually, no, you have to do damage. My apologies. He's getting tased, but how much damage is actually done to him? Because there is like a damage roll on the taser, I think.
If damage dealt would reduce the target to under 1, they are instead rendered unconscious. So it is as a heavy pistol. So a heavy pistol is 3d6.
Okay, let's see here. Damage dealt by it would reduce a target to... Okay, yeah. Let's do 3d6. He doesn't get any of his armor because it's like all electric.
Yeah. 14.
Oh wait, is that 2 6s?
No, it's 1 6.
No,
it's 5 and a 3.
5 and a 3.
Dang. All right, cool. Yeah, so you do 14 damage off the guys. Already had some. Had a
Tettle.
thing. Which is he down to now? Let's see here, 21. Yeah, I think that does it. Because he's after that 16, he's taken like 25-ish, 28-ish damage. So he seizes up and is unconscious.
Always got to do everything around here.
I just take like a very sharp look back at him.
But not dying.
What?
Unconscious.
He's unconscious. Yeah, he's not dying.
At 1 hit point. He is at 1 hit point.
Oh, that means I can't.
Silas is bleeding from a lot of places on his body. I was like, let's get this motherfucker out of here, please.
I don't know how long he's going to stay unconscious for.
Yeah. Ta would go
Silas would
back
show the
after
hypo.
unraveling. Yeah. I'd ask for the hypo back and just go right in the neck.
I'm going to go ahead.
With 2, damn.
Give me like 20 seconds or something, and I'll turn his arms off. So
Sure.
I go in and I've already got the passcode to break through.
Yep.
Turn
So
all the things off.
I turn everything off and I pull all of the files.
Cool. Good. While you're going in there turning off his cyber audio, you note that it has been in communication with somebody this entire time.
Cool.
Yeah. Of course. Ta would start zip tying and duct taping everything. So zip tie his arms and legs together, duct tape, and duct tape his mouth as well.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a cocoon. He can't.
Yeah.
It's like unless he has mega strength, he's not.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys take a minute to
Well-
turn off his arms. You take a minute to like basically make him a cocoon. I like that. Yeah. He's
What could Oz do with that cyber audio?
Yeah, can Oz figure out like where that signal was going?
Yeah.
yes.
Like, as we're moving, but just keeping Oz close enough to.
Sure, yeah. The lot of you are moving together. You go back to check the logs on the cyber audio. He was in contact with SMUD authorities, saying that he was in the middle of being abducted. He's at this gym location. They threw him down the trash chute. That kind of thing.
Oh shit.
Awesome.
Silas is pulling on the armor jack while this is going,
Yep. Get your jacket on.
and then getting his oversized duster and his oversized hat because branding is everything in Cyberpunk. So,
Right.
I'm not just gonna be armor jacked up. I'm gonna be armor jack cowboy.
So as we're running for the exit, I'm gonna call the whole group on my communicator
Sure.
and be like, so we have him. Silas is mostly okay. Gonna need some healing. Mud knows.
Mostly okay is pretty generous, but
What? What's that last part?
Mud knows we kidnapped him and threw him down a trash.
Was it?
All
So, you guys might want to get ready to leave. And can we get those doors open again?
I bang on the doors, so
I'll
like they.
go
Like,
and then get the car ready. Open up the back. I'll go talk to Tabitha or whoever that person was.
Mm-hmm. The garbage scows. Yeah, Tabitha's up there. Yeah, are y'all running back or are you riding carts back?
I think we're running because it wasn't too terribly far. Or how far was it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it would be. Well, I'll just roll a die. I don't actually know.
I mean, the time it would take to hack a cart to get it to agree to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably 300 yards.
Oh yeah,
from where you are to there. Okay.
could you use that cyber audio to like spoof a message?
or put us into the frequency, or like let us know what that frequency is, so we can chime in.
I send a. Can I spoof a message on this?
Yeah, so you have control over the cyber audio. You can send messages. You can receive messages. Anything above text is gonna be tough for you to tough for you to like fake, because you don't have like a lot of this guy's voice prints and all that kind of stuff to.
Well,
make
it's coming from him. It's not his voice.
Question. I was in the gym with him for a long time, and I have a voice stress analyzer, which kind of relies on unstressed voice. Could I pass that recording on? Because I'm sure I heard him speaking for more than a minute.
Oh, I don't know.
Because like I have to, because like voice stress analyzer, you have to have listened to
Yeah.
them speaking without stress for at least a minute. And
Probably
I'm sure that's a recording for a baseline.
to let Oz into your head.
Yeah, I would think that
Okay.
you'd have to
Not
let
appropriate.
Oz in to nab that. The challenge I have is that I don't know that the two of y'all spoke for a minute.
I mean, it's just the ears have to pick it up for a minute. It's not that you have to be speaking with them.
Oh, okay, yeah, and y'all
It's
were getting
just
dressed
in
next to
order
each other.
the way the voice stress analyzer works is in order to get a read on whether or not they're stressed or not, it has to hear them unstressed for at least 1 minute
Sure.
of speech. And so you don't have to interact with them, you just have to hear them.
Yeah, I don't. That's my challenge. I don't know that he wouldn't have spoken to you while you're in the locker room. There really wasn't a lot of times y'all were near each other.
I think I also have
He
some...
followed him like all day.
That's true.
Yeah, and
That's
in the
true.
gym he would have been listening with his ears and stuff, even if he wasn't talking to him. He'd have been
I'm into
hearing.
that. All right, I'm into that. So Oz, if he lets you into your head, Silas, if you let Oz in,
Yep.
Oz can gain control of your stress analyzer and rip out that audio.
Sure.
Okay.
But this is not like something where you tell the stress analyzer, yeah, let this guy in. The stress analyzer is gonna like not let him do that, right?
Yep.
So Oz, you have to break through the passive security that's in Silas's head.
Okay.
Just Dr. Vice's Ripper Doc stuff.
I'd be still like walking ahead, like dragging the body behind me. Like while they're like slowly like walking together, I'd still be like walking towards like feet first, so his head is just bumping on everything as we like walk by.
Sweet. It's armored. He doesn't feel it, but it's great. I love it.
Gross.
So I have to roll a backdoor.
You have to, yeah, let's do a backdoor.
His password is 1234.
No. It's a
SMUD forever.
big string of stuff.
Hold on though. If Vi is doing surgery on his cybernetics, shouldn't she have access to those codes?
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
installing
also-
the stuff is different than like when I install a program into my computer, it doesn't mean I have like back entry access to all of the shit that it does.
Is that something that Silas can turn off?
No. I mean, this is something that like Dr. Weiss would have put in the security
Right.
for your cybernetics. It would be like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna put in this stuff, and I'm gonna make it tough for them to crack in, and all that kind of stuff. Because like this is a known problem in the world. Everybody worries about this stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, you have. Yeah, I don't think that's enough to get through Dr. Weiss's backdoor security right there. I don't think a 13 is
Man,
enough.
if I'd known that I'd fuck me over down the line, I would have made him a shittier character.
Yeah, Dr. Weiss is not like. You can certainly keep working at it while y'all move. But it's just a question of like, in a timely manner, you might be losing the seconds you need to send off a message that is.
Hey, Dex.
Yeah.
Check messages.
Okay. Can do that.
How did that?
Oh. The Discord is showing on the stream. Is
In
it?
the dice. Mhm.
Oh, wild.
How does that even happen?
Yeah, how does that happen? I'm so sorry. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, folks. Y'all could have just said it. You didn't have to, like, make me do this thing.
Sorry,
Uh,
I didn't want to break the flow.
no, I hear you. I can fix this.
I could totally fix this. Fine. Everything's
Everyone's
fine.
on fire.
Nope. Cancel out that one.
Please ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yes. Properties. Why did you get off the wrong thing?
How is that even like a little window? Because it's so...
Done. All right, fixed. Thanks. Thank you. All right, cool.
Jagos.
So I got a 13.
Yeah.
My 15.
I'm sorry,
So
say again.
my max is a 15. I will never roll higher.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like Dr. Weiss is pretty good at this. This is going to be a tough nut to crack, which is good. Your solo is tough to hack. Like that's a good thing, but it doesn't help you in this situation where you really wanted to hack your solo.
Yeah.
So I don't have access to that audio or anything, just within my own.
I would think not. I would think that like I don't think that like you can. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but
like my ambient recording that I do, like I can't access the stuff I record later.
I mean,
with cyber audio.
Maybe, but it just doesn't seem like that's something that this voice stress analyzer would be like, yeah, sure, have all this stuff that I'm like crunching numbers on.
Hundreds of hours of recording.
Right. Just like passive convo shit. Yeah.
So here's my question though, is that it's not like this guy is using his vocal cords to send the thing. It's not his sound. Shouldn't whatever his voice comes through be in his audio thing?
Yeah, y'all are doing all that all the time. You're doing the subvocal audio to speak with one another. And so it's that he was using.
So can I just make his subvocal audio do that?
But you don't have his his print like recorded and all that kind of stuff to send out. You can totally send out like a text message, right, from his comms, but you couldn't like send out as if it was his voice out for somebody else. Like it would have to be him doing that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know that I'm ever going to beat the doctor's number to get in there.
Right. Well, let's think that's a different way. Instead of hacking into him to be like, hey, we're all cool, hack into him and give a false print of how he's being taken and where he's being taken.
Well, yeah.
The problem is, though, is that it's going to be text instead of subvocal. So it's going to, I would think that would raise flags. I'm a little frustrated. I don't have access to my own shit. That's frustrating to me.
That is, I think that is the perfect Dr. Weiss. For you to be frustrated.
For me to be frustrated at me. Yep.
I think that is a Dr. Weiss move, if I ever heard one.
We can read up on it and look at it after.
So
all of this is Calvin Ball because the voice stress analyzer has nothing to do with like stored recordings or anything like that. Like none of that is in the book.
Right.
So then I'll have him send a text message.
Okay.
And say, got away running south. South is the opposite direction we're going.
It is perpendicular. Yeah.
I'm going to run. I'll have it go a different direction.
Cool.
They're chasing, Yep. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, you get an acknowledgement back. A 10-4.
Okay. So at least something we're sending in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we tell if they believe it?
You got a 10-4. You got an acknowledgement. Right. You got it. If it's text, they're gonna text back, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you didn't say which way we were going in the first place. You said we were going to trash shoots.
Right. Yeah. And then he is y'all are making it so his comms text back, "Hey, I got away. I'm running this direction."
Right.
Just keep that pinging every 2 minutes with updates.
Yep.
And I'll do that, and I'll do like got away, headed north, turned right, that kind of thing, and be that kind of stuff to try to.
Yeah, you're goosing him. You're wild goose chase for sure.
Yeah, and I'm making sure that he doesn't have any sort of tracker on him.
Okay. Yeah. So that would probably be Ta, because that's not a net hack thing. That's a electronics on this guy's person thing.
Cool. Electronic security?
Yep.
Yeah. Specialty. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it, but this is gonna be a +4.
Okay. +4.
So it's a 16 minus 3, so 13.
13. Okay. So on a 13, that's a standard success. You do find that this guy has in one of his arms has a little tracker pinger thing. It's not SMUD. No.
Still get it out.
Okay. Yeah, you get it out. It is this like wire mesh of like just junk in there. Clearly somebody in like not a clean tech shop put this together, but it is a tracker on where this guy is. And it was in his right arm.
Throw it in a trash chute. Let's go.
Well, you don't have time to. Ta finds it. You got to stop, rip it out. I mean, that is actually significant time. Do y'all want to spend this time now, knowing that there are authorities looking for a guy in the trash chute?
How much to push a knife through the middle of it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was literally just
Okay.
gonna
I got a
stab
vibro
it.
knife.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
like comments about like taking it. I was like, I don't think y'all can
Oh,
take
yeah, I
this.
like it's dead. What
Okay.
I want to
Okay.
kill it. Yeah.
Yeah, give me I guess electronic security again to disable the thing via blunt force.
Sure.
Just get in there and
Percussive-
wriggle it
percussive
around.
Maintenance.
So again, it's a
right.
+4, so it's
All
a
right.
20.
All right, yeah. I mean, this is definitely like a scavenge thing to like not,
Yeah.
you know, it's in some kind of cage, but you can like ice pick it until it stops sending signal.
Yeah, I have that like curved knife, so I'd probably just like
Yep.
really, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
And my idea, I was just take my sledgehammer both of his arms and say, "There, now he can't move."
Well, he's still tied up. He can't move.
That's not how cyberarms work. They can like crush shit. It's
I
like
guess
rope.
that's true.
Okay, cool.
But they're not working anymore, though, right? So this is
Right.
just like
They're
normal
hacked
stuff.
into
Yeah.
a dead state. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you type a guy with
No,
cyber
yeah,
arms,
no.
it's like, I don't know.
Silas
Yeah,
has
okay.
probably got
Thank-
the barrel against the back of the fellow's head too. If he moves, it's done.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just
So y'all have overcome a number of challenges. You get back to the entrance. By now, Vi has been talking to
Tabitha.
Tabitha, thank you. And how does that go? Is Vi like kind of running up, like open the door, or what? How does Vi do this?
I'm judging how much time I have from what the guys are telling me. And I basically want to negotiate or bribe hurriedly, so I'm at a disadvantage, I know, to get her to safely open the door so we can get them all out.
Okay. She starts off with the asking for 25% again.
I don't know if I can give you 25%. We have to get out of here right away. However, I can come back and give you a payload.
She's like, if it's a guy, I mean, we can make 25% happen real quick.
So can we, but we don't have that kind of time.
All right, so I guess give me either a persuade or a bribe to see like how far down you can talk this girl.
Okay.
She wants a pound of flesh.
Give him an arm.
fucking pop an arm.
How about a 27?
Cool. Versus her. Negotiate. Okay. She's going to need something right now. She anticipates that you guys are taking somebody, and she's fine taking parts off that somebody, either
Okay.
flesh or mechanical. And it maybe doesn't have to be 25%, but she wants something off the guy or off the person, kind of right now.
I'll calm the guy. Calm the guys. What cyber does he have on him?
He's got two arms that don't work.
Okay.
Can
We'll
I,
rip you an arm. But I need that door open. Like, I need it open to get them out.
All right. You say
should I
when,
start working on the arm?
and she heads over to the door.
I'll prep surgery stuff.
Sweet.
Should I start prepping the arm like with my cyber tech and just get it all loosey goosey ready to rip out?
Yeah.
For you to
How
finish it.
easy is it going to be to remove this arm? But either way, y'all get to the door, right? Because not like you're going to do the surgery inside this tunnel. You're going to wait until you're out of the city or outside of the walls. All right. So you hit the door. She opens it. It stays open long enough for you to chuck him through, and maybe one of you to get through. Give me an athletics, whoever's going through with the body.
Fuck it.
Okay.
What kind of minuses am I at for being seriously wounded?
You got a -3.
-3.
-3. Okay.
Athletics, you said?
Yep. Just one of you getting through the door. The other two are gonna have to wait.
Can I go through first since I'm toe up from the flow up?
Sure.
And that is a technical term. Let's see if this works with the -3. Yeah, the -3 is in there, so 15.
Love it. Love it. Okay, yeah, so you hurl your way through and you know, kind of roll on the back end. There's trash all over this place. It reeks out here. You're on the top of a trash mountain. You just rolled over this body that is this guy. There's this kind of tall like she's wearing like brown overalls, Tabitha is, with a rifle slung on her back, and she's kneeling next to some controls. You see Dr. Vi, you know, you've been in pain for a while. You're kind of looking out, and it's like crazy bright because you've been in this tunnel for so long, and it's like middle of the day in fucking like California. It's just incredibly bright right now. And then the door cycles again. Ta and Oz. Ta's through. Oz. All right. Yeah, you all make it. So you all like stumble out of here. Oz more of a stumble than everybody else. And you're out on this trash pile. And
This guy was just. Oh, sorry.
yeah, Tabitha looks over and goes, "Oh yeah, we'll take one of those. That's great."
So as soon as like he was over on my side, like almost ravenously, like going into Ripper.
Yeah. As you're starting to get into that, she calls over, Sammy, give her a hand, give the doc a hand. And you and Sammy tag team getting an arm off. Which arm do you get?
Which one had the bug?
The tracker.
The right arm.
Yeah.
I
Point
get
it
that.
out.
Cool. Awesome. Let's roll your
Fuck, which one had that goddamn sword in it?
left.
No, keep the left.
Fuck,
Keep
that's
the
a
left.
that's
Keep the
a
left.
cut.
We gotta keep going for ourselves.
We'll get that. That's fine. What do you want me to do, Dave?
Roll your cybernetics. Your like med tech. What is it, like surgery? What is ripping? I think ripping is your surgery plus cybernetics plus tech and a D10.
Can I? This is a weird thing. Can I judge and see how good the other techie is? Not Vi. I know Vi's good, but can I judge and see? Oh, your shit.
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
you're doing that
Roll
so
to
much better.
judge.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, it's a big roll. It's a lot of different boxes that have to be checked.
Option.
Okay. Okay, cool. Is there anything extra added on to that number?
No.
Okay, cool.
Well, no, so it's my tech, my cyber tech, and +2 for my surgery.
Awesome. Perfect. That's
But
exactly.
hold on. If surgery works like pharmaceuticals, then it's different. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I think surgery gives you 2 for every point you put into it.
Okay, then it's 2 additional.
Okay, so 25. All right. So yeah, you are Vi can't help herself. You are a medically trained professional, and you start to undetach this guy in a surgically accurate way. You're not being gentle about it because you got to be fast, but you are doing it in a surgically active way. And he goes, and this guy comes over and goes, no, and he like just takes a Sharpie along a line and just grabs a saw. And you assist with that effort. And it's bloody, it's gruesome, and it's sloppy as hell, but it's fast. And you know, at the end of it, he kind of, as they're cutting through, is like, he's kind of looking up at you guys. Does he need to live?
Yes.
Okay. And he like reaches into his pack, and he's got, and as you two are finishing, he throws on like coagulant powder and a bunch of wrapping and padding just to keep it from bleeding a bunch. And kind of works at you. You're a doctor.
Yeah.
clamp that. You got it. Okay, cool. I'll get the rest of this out of here. And you're basically like keeping this guy alive while the other guy is just ripping the arm out right out. Okay, it's gruesome, and it's like on a trash pile, right? The least sanitary surface Vi has ever been on. To even put a Band-Aid on someone here is like guaranteed infection.
I would also yell at Silas to get into the armor truck because he's injured and I don't want him to get infected.
Yeah, well, I'm in the full unblemished, recently unblemished light armor jack. It was pretty damn blemished before, but we fixed that over time, and I'm gonna roll in then.
Yeah,
Is that the head cannon we're using, really?
Yeah, we're using it. Why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Whose armor jacket is that you're wearing there?
Oh, that's blues. That's blues. It's been like all done up. It's been a labor of love to fix that thing. For sure.
How does he feel in that?
He kind of gets it, I think.
Okay, cool.
He kind of get. He's like, so this is what it's like. All right.
So you hustled that. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I roll a perception?
So, I'm gonna say I'd like to end it here. Actually, I'd like to end it with Silas is booking it back to the armored truck. Vinton, you're getting your head out of the car, looking around. This arms is off. Vi has made it so the guy will live. Right? You know you need more medical attention on him, but he will live. He will survive the surgery that was just visited upon him.
He ain't gonna live that long.
And I'd like to call it here. All right.
All right.
Good snatch and grab, guys. That is good. That was solid. Trash shoot.
I sure was missing that extra 7 or whatever the fuck armor in this fight, though. I will say that.
Yep. Yeah. Good call, Jagos. Media is going to be crazy this week. I can't wait to see what you put up. Yeah. Let me go find the stuff.
Are we saying next Saturday we're picking up from right here?
I would like to.
Okay. Then no midweek.
Right. Yeah, no downtime actions.
There wouldn't be a screenshot from...
Oh, right. Well, so yeah, Jagos, maybe you have like a one-day bulletin or like a news flash or something like that. That would be kind of cool to see what's on the billboards.
We need to get Jagos to like film like a 10-minute segment of himself in a suit with like a news anchor thing behind, and we can put that up when we go to break. And it'll be like Jagos is reporting from so Sacramento News.
Dude, if we can swing that, Jagos, I want it. Like, I don't know what your temperature is on that, but I love that idea. I love that.
You get Liz Mack involved, you know.
Yes. Oh, that'd be so great. That'd be so great. All right, cool. So let us wrap up our XP. We're in the middle of a job, right? And we got like step 1 and 2 are done. You have the guy. You've paid these gangers their like pound of flesh or chrome successfully. Great job. I think this would be just fine as a group success, or we can part this out into the other columns, the warrior, explorer, role player stuff. I would say that, like, as we look at XP, at the very least, this is like a strong success, right? There's some hanging problems that are urgent, but you have the guy out, and the local gang is happy with you, right? Like you're on their trash pile, and they've all got guns, and they're totally happy with you guys. Which is great. So I would say
good first step.
Yeah, I would say that this is like at the very least a strong success. What are y'all thinking?
I'm into
that sounds fair.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So 30 XP round the horn. Vincent and Vi had an in-depth conversation. They had a couple hours to themselves and talked on some level about Blue. I would love to hear how that conversation went. I'm sorry that we
Maybe
couldn't
that's
do
the
that in
input of the
stream,
chat.
but that is good stuff.
Let's do some of that over the instead of doing all of our normal stuff. We can just do some like flashback kind of.
Yeah, it's just all gonna be
Without
just
the
like
world
us
stuff.
chatting back and forth, like
Yeah.
Oz and Todd talking.
Yeah.
You know,
and-
right in
and
the middle of
Vi
the
talking.
finale when they cut back to the past for like 3 episodes and then everybody dies, like that. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dave, before we like totally exit for the night, because I'm going to forget this by next week. To Tabitha, we gave you the arm. It's all I can give you right now. But if anyone comes asking, Scavin was here and they took him, and I will give directions towards that, away towards Scavin is.
Yeah, down the rail in that tunnel thing. Yeah. She kind of gives you a grin. It's like, yeah, that sounds good. I'm not even making a roll on that one. Like, Tabitha doesn't have any love for SMUD. Like, that's
Just
yeah.
okay. That's want to just put that info out there.
Perfect. No, that's a great call out, because I we would just start and would totally gloss over that if anybody comes asking. Pinging on those guys. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is there anybody that we should raid? Let me look at the Twitches.
Connor's still up
Oh, is Connor up? I love Connor.
for probably like another half hour, but
Okay.
yeah, he's doing his Final Fantasy VII playthrough with like exercise incentives, which is kind of impressive to watch him do like 70 push-ups after a fight.
Okay. I'm
He's
into
probably
that.
not doing 70 at this point of the night, but
Sure, yeah. I'm into that. All right, folks, we are going to raid a good friend of ours, Cyberwolf. He's actually in our werewolf game when that gets up and rolling. So let us hit the raid button on this cat. We're going to double his audience viewership. I love that. Boom. Hitting the buttons. All right, everybody, this has been a lot of fun tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to raid Mr. Cyberwolf and have a great night. As always, have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
All right, we're out.
Yep.
Howser.
I gotta hit him with
Sorry.
the David Dabs really quick.
Yep.